Hey.
Things are good.
It's been a little bit. It's been a hot minute, as the cool kids say. I think. I don't know.
100 years.
10,000.
100 years and some exchange of space and some different realm of possibility. It has indeed been 100 years. Misty guys, I'm excited to get back into it.
Are we gonna, when do we meow? When's that bit happening?
No.
What?
Oh, you could do it now. Meow.
Okay, yeah.
Meow.
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
you-
actually like a Freudian slip, by the way. I didn't mean to do
I did meow.
Holy shit.
Meow, big deal.
Why, okay, all right, sounds great.
Guys, it's hot. I got a shower. Like, how do you guys deal with this heat
Right,
in America?
like right now?
No, but isn't it hot?
Well,
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
well,
You
It's 110 right now.
I don't know. I'm wearing like a tank top and I have my hair up. Like what else do you want?
I
I have
wear-
AC.
I wear,
It's hot.
I mean, same. Like, actually, I think I'm probably sporting Junie's look, like,
Yeah.
to the T.
Same.
I also have air conditioning, so that's what I do.
Yeah, that's how I cope. I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt inside because it's cold inside.
But you might actually be in a house currently that may not have air conditioning, depending on where you are currently, because a lot of houses in the over in like the West Coast area don't have ACs built into them because
That's insane.
well, I think it was because back in the day there was like
in my day.
there was like one or two hot days in the West Coast, and now it's like all the
Yeah.
fucking time. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's why. That's how we do. That's how we keep cool right now.
Meow.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
it'd be cool.
Also, for those that may or may not have noticed, we went ahead and updated Bo's little Discord reaction image. So
Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for updating me. I really appreciate it. I look really, really good. Thanks.
Cute.
yeah, you do, bud. You keep
Yeah.
Little guy.
you keep sporting
Little
that.
guy. I'd
Thank
pick him
you,
up and
Brett.
chuck him off the spaceship.
Whoa. Hey. No, we don't do that here. Hey, hang on.
That would be such bad manners, dude. Like,
Bad manners, huh?
yeah,
That's
well,
what.
Not like outright murder.
no,
bad
no.
manners.
That's a little rude.
Look, if you did it like last session when the new art hadn't been commissioned, I'd be like, that's pretty funny. But now, like, cash has exchanged hands, money has been spent, and you're just gonna go ahead and just murder my investment? Like, what the
Guys, that means I'm not dying anytime soon.
Oh, no.
You're an investment now.
Oh,
Do
absolutely.
whatever you want.
roll. We'll see.
No. I mean, I'm allowed. you don't have a death ward. You know what I mean? You don't have a death ward, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He's just gonna kill you and reuse you as an NPC later.
Uh-huh. Fingers
Uh,
crossed.
Your art assets are disposable.
Yeah. This is some
Okay.
real psycho shit. So I think we're just gonna move on. God damn it. What am I thinking here? I'm thinking some spaceship sounds. I'm thinking some spaceship rumbles, some rumblies in our tumblies. I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
give me that ambiance.
there you go,
I
little
missed
You
it.
guys.
little ambiance, not on a station that you're
Oh.
sealed away in. Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Some good shit. Boop, 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 boop. I think we'll do this, the space station, because that's where you guys are currently at. I know we're gonna have some people in chat. They're gonna be like, yeah, but didn't they end in Europa? I'm rewinding a little bit just to kind of present a couple of opportunities to our party, because I think we were focused a little on certain aspects, and now there was a couple of sprinklings in where I was like, oh, wait a minute, maybe that wouldn't have happened. Maybe this would have happened, and this. And because I am working with professionals in the field, I think we can handle a one-day rewind back to the station.
What?
If that's okay with Tomato Gaming. I forgot to mention that. If that's okay with Tomato...
Let me consult it with my people.
Yeah, let's
Please.
consult with the professionals really quick.
Let me consult with my professionals.
No,
who are
guys.
Obviously in the same office as me.
Guys, you're the professionals.
Yeah, no, they're okay with it.
Okay.
Bill's leaving the office. Wait, he's not. He dropped.
He's had enough.
He threw his drink on the ground.
Yeah, well,
Bill's been talking
Oh my
around the
God.
cooler.
yeah,
Come
well,
back.
Bill
Don't
has
come
a
back then.
Bill has a coke problem, so really we're better
Yeah,
off.
he's gone.
Yeah. Bill's a
Weird, because
home.
like I'm his ride. So I
Huh.
you, ever
Gonna
just,
Uber.
you ever just do a storm out and then realize someone else is your ride, and you're like, I didn't
Yeah,
drive
it's, like,
here.
The worst.
You stay outside.
I don't think he's gonna be back.
No, you don't
Might
go
just
back
be
in.
Trying to walk.
Yeah, you don't go back inside. You just kind of wait a little bit, and then when you walk out after the 3 hours, you go, "You were my ride," but you say it really quiet, like under your breath.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Please take me home.
Take me home.
Take me home. We don't have to talk.
So a little bit of a brief recap what happened the past couple of weeks ago. Someone, I didn't realize this until someone said it in SE spoilers. You guys named yourself Space Jam. Is that correct?
Well, that's the temp name.
Sure.
The temp
Yeah,
name.
temp.
Incredibly space.
Well, no, me and Shane are not Space Jam, right? For
You
the
guys can
Bonehunters
come
Guild?
up with a better name, okay?
Wait. What do you mean you and Shane aren't Space Jam?
Yeah, because Shane
We are
said his
in
name.
Space Jam, but you guys are like actually your names are Space Jam.
Yeah, you
Right,
guys
I'm
are like
Space Jam
Space Jam
3.
1, 2, and 3.
I think I'm
and
yeah,
we,
Space
and then
Jam
I'm
1, aren't I?
Zug, and he's Drask.
Is
Yeah, I
that
think the bomb
sucks.
wouldn't care much about names to the point of caring if he was named Space Jam 1 according to his bounty hunter license. So
Indeed.
I don't really care.
well?
In
Fortunately,
character, out of character, I hate it so much, and I wish we weren't Space Jam.
Come up with a better one.
Yeah, but in character, I love it because I just don't really like have any context.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see my predicament?
Yeah, I do see it. I mean, to be fair, you guys, all you had was like visitor passes to the bounty board. So you just had some stickers printed out and slapped on your shirt, and you're like, "What's your name?" You're like, "I don't know, Space Jam." You're like, "All right, boop 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 boop, Space Jam," and it slams right there, slam jam, and thank you, ma'am.
Wait, I've got a question.
Please.
How long is the guy at the front desk going to be charmed for? Like forever? Or is he going to realize...
This was suggestion,
point.
correct?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it was
Yeah,
suggestion.
it's a suggestion.
I believe it's
8
8 hours. Yeah, I was about to say, I think it's 8 hours.
Why haven't somebody come back?
Excuse me?
When we come back and the suggestion's gone.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
but
Yeah.
He
He'll be
will no
gone,
longer be
and
suggested.
we'll have
He
to
will no longer be
walk
suggested.
our way through that again. Yeah.
I think he'll know he was suggested. Is that correct?
I don't think
It
suggestion
doesn't,
does that.
Suggestion doesn't detail anything about them knowing.
Yeah.
Okay,
If it doesn't detail that, then that would mean that he believed he would have came to it on his own. I'm trying to remember the effects where like you charm someone. I think that's charm person.
I think it's actual charm. Yeah, they know.
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
suggestion
That's
doesn't.
why we avoid charms
That's
around
all-
these parts.
That's why they're like, yo, what the fuck?
We don't go near those charm spells because they
Yeah.
have
That's why I
what we
asked.
like to not confront, which is consequences.
Yeah, consequences from my
Not
own
a huge fan of
actions.
those guys.
Nopers, absolutely not. But yes, you would have. Last we left off, last session, you went over to the back to the Omnos station after a long and harrowing adventure through the restricted Auroran station, where you learned a lot about ancient Ionian lore and the history of how Io came to be. You guys essentially learned and discovered the truths of how Io was created, how your civilization had evolved and developed, along with the great ancient threats that once upon a time roamed this space, and some still do. The only, from history's past, the only thing you would have learned, well, actually, no, I don't think you know more. You know about the Cosma lore. You know about the children of Cosma. It would depend if your group would know about Cosmicara, but that is ultimately, I think, going to be up to the players, Tomato and Shane, because their characters had interacted with that.
I
Whether
know
that
about Cosma.
do you know about Cosma from Braun?
Yes. I know about it. We never fought it or
You never fought it, but you-
participated. We were told there's this evil guy named Cosma. Please God help us. And Bron said, no, the void is
No.
crazy. Cool. I'm gonna kill them.
Bro. But there's like void here, and they're like, homie, there hasn't been void in like centuries. What are you talking about? And you're like, yeah, no. Dealing with the void right now. Well, that was also going back to phase 2 lore. Because you guys were also going through some shit with Under IO, and when you were brought into the astral, be like, hey, we need all these people to help Fate's Cosmikara. Your party was like, we got this other thing we have to handle, so no. No. And then I think you guys abandoned that too, now that I'm thinking about it. I think, well, no, you didn't. Sorry, I'm going in circles in my brain. My brain's going in bio. You were going to kill a void threat, and then eventually, Whoops's character, Sachi, was like, what if we just brought it back? What if we just brought, what if we brought Div back? What if we brought the gods back? But this time we had more control of it. So yeah, you had one plan, but you were still focused on that main objective, which kind of evolved into, you guys kind of stayed on the Div Void side of threats and developments. And in fact, because you guys did that, IO is in the state that it is today. Holy shit. Sorry, I'm making links in my head now. Because of the Under IO crew at the time, and because you had made that choice and you had continued your focus on the Div and Void side of things, Phase 3 happened. Everything that is currently in Phase 3 now is because of Lawman's previous party. Now that I'm thinking about it. Because
Yes.
the gods of Io would not be the gods of Io if it were not for the fact that Lawman's party brought back the gods and made Sachi a god and made Lisk a god. It was in the fact the planet is still there because Lagos came and blew up the planet out of vengeance and pettiness and left. Sachi and all the other gods kept the planet alive and made it so that they weren't destroyed. And so that is the reason why Phase 3 is in the path that is now, is quite literally because of Lawman's party.
Whoa.
So yes, absolutely. Holy
now
shit.
you see what I see.
Yeah, I was like, God damn.
This is my world.
Alrighty.
My toys and my sandbox.
All right, dude. Anyways, sorry about that. Sorry about that detour. But anyways, you guys had learned a lot about the history of this universe, essentially. But now that you had left the station, ship filled with fuel, ready to go with old world fuel, you float over to the Omno station. You made the trade over with Desperado and the Callaway cartel, which has earned you all a lot of good favor with the Callaway cartel. One of the things that I forgot about, and I think we all did, is that part of the deal would be that Desperado would help assist in getting your ship registered, quote unquote, so that you are able to land in typical ports and things like that with a license. The downside of that, after the couple of days that you have been over at the Omno station, is that it's probably going to take a lot more time than just, all right, we got it taken care of. So unfortunately, your ship is still unregistered. And because I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to be waiting around a station for several months before your ship does become registered, that is where you will went over to the bounty board, which is a pub of a group of guild of bounty hunters, which are literally called just an organization known as the Bounty Board. You would have picked up one of the bounties, Rain Thames, who is an eco-terrorist over on Europa, and also number 2 on the bounty board. I believe his bounty is 20,000 credits alive, 10,000 credits dead. And so you would have done that. You also sold out Logan, who was also on the bounty board for Moles.
Classic.
Yeah, that
God,
was
they're
funny.
gonna love that.
Yeah.
I couldn't let that not happen.
Yeah, no, absolutely. 1 second, my stream has dropped down to 0 frames, but I'm still with you guys. One
Twitch
moment.
moment.
Yeah, there we go. No, we good. It was just a drop. It was just a dip. We dipped. Oh my god. Chat. They're
screaming.
Chat just loses their fucking Anytime there's like a momentary dip, chat's like, fuck.
Yeah, because that's when I say the good jokes.
Yeah, that is exactly.
Yeah,
I pull out
yeah.
the good ones.
Me and Smido save them and just cook them until
We save them
when
and
they-
then we
Bro,
pins out, grenades cooking. We drop those jokes when everyone can't hear them.
Yeah, when that dip happens, I'm in, baby. Like I'm saying some real funny shit. I'm busting a gut. I'm telling the true lore. You know what I mean? Absolutely. But that's okay. We're good. We're getting the frames back. It's up. See, we're getting the green. We're good. At least it wasn't a full-blown disconnect, so it's good. But anyways, yeah, so you got the bounty board, you sold out Logan Horn, you said, oh yeah, he was over here last time we checked. Because I think you guys, the last time you checked with him is you dropped them off to the capital, actually, the capital of Io, which would be Gwendolyn, over at the region of Kathos. So you dropped them off, that was what you told them. Oh fuck, I forgot about the goddamn like dwarf gnome that is like, yeah, I'm gonna go hunt him down. Didn't you do suggestion twice, Tomato? Once?
I used suggestion once on the guard to get into the bounty
Correct.
room, and then again on the bounty hunter
Yes.
to get them to listen to us, and then have them go after Logan.
I remember now. Yes, and he's like, I'm definitely gonna take care of that, and that's what happened. Goddamn, that's exactly what happened. Funniness, the twome. So
Suggestions up there with the strongest level 2 spells in the video game, dude. That's
suggestions.
crazy.
Yeah, suggestions pretty awesome. Why does my Discord say, do you want to ban Tomato? That's not what I wanted to do.
Go ahead and fucking try it.
I'm not going to.
Go
I'm
ahead,
too
fucking
scared.
Take that swing.
I'm not going
Put that
to.
hammer down.
I'm too scared.
Catch it.
But if we were in the middle of one of those dips I get on occasion, oh, you bet your ass.
That'd be fucking funny.
Immediately, dude. Oh my god. So after you finish that, you claim the bounty. You did a little bit of investigating about, what the heck is going on with this hedgehog over at the pet store. You discovered that the hedgehog got sold by a noble who went over to Europa. You're able to gather that information. It's all coming together, baby. So they did also mention that, if you're talking about the rackling, the rackling was still on a like a hiatus before they would sell, and the plan was to get that. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw the calendar that popped up earlier, but currently you guys are the farthest ahead campaign of everyone. You're at the 20th day of Cantor. You're about to approach the next month of Hipparchus, and I have documented here that the hedgehog can be picked up on the 19th day of Hipparchus, and currently you are on the 28th day, the last day of Cantor. So about 3
So what you're saying is,
How does time work?
hunt down one of the other parties and kill them now. They'll have no way to react because we'll be killing them in the future.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
We'll be dispatching them in a future that they will never know.
If you blow up a planet, yeah, that's exactly what that means. And then I smile and I go, yes, there we
It's gotta
go.
be really fun to have to handle all that.
Oh,
Brett. That's gotta be a blast for you.
It's super fun because out of all the players we've had so far, you're the only one that has threatened to disrupt the time.
You ever play 5D chess, dude? This is how it fucking happens, man.
God damn it. See, that's the funny shit right there. So, you've received information over at Europa of that there is a noble that has went there with hedgehog in tow. You are also aware of the bounty.
Excuse me.
Yes, please.
Did we get one outfit or two? I can't remember.
Oh,
You know
got
what?
2.
I think it was 2.
I think it
There
was
it is.
I-
Okay.
Take it
Please
as
continue.
two.
Specific outfits, and I said I couldn't hear you because that was some of the best RP I'd ever pulled. That I couldn't hear you because I couldn't. And then I picked 2 random outfits.
There you
And
go.
I think
There was
Brett
like a-
just listed them.
There was like a blue one or a red. I don't remember.
Yeah. So yes, there are 2 outfits. I think
Continue.
I did. No, I mean this is really important. Oh no. I'm looking at
One of them
the.
was pink, right?
No, I'm looking at
No,
the.
you asked for pink. We didn't
I'm
get it.
looking at Bo's inventory. Bo
Uh-huh.
definitely has fish rot in his inventory.
Brett, what?
You caught a bunch of fish from Junkyard Junction and never did
Ooh.
anything with it. So they've just now started rotting
That's what that smell's been.
away.
So stinky, Bo. Like
God,
we can
that might
all
be-
smell it.
This
gonna
fucking
stay in
ship recycles air. It's all just
That's too
fish
bad.
air.
See, but the thing is I no longer have my backpack. I'm like naked. So like where?
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Hey.
At a
I'm gonna-
certain point, the fish just start sticking to you.
Yeah,
because they're rotting so much.
Because that means I empty your inventory of everything it's worth except the things that are currently on you.
That's how you get them, dude.
No.
Come on, I have to do that
No.
every single time I crawl through a crack.
I have.
I go through a
pockets.
crack. I accept that I don't have my my fucking armor on me.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
You take me down, I go into the wrong crack.
Yeah. Unless you're telling me you've swallowed everything in your inventory. Is that what you're
No.
trying to say?
I always thought that Bo, because he could like transform and like maneuver himself, he has these little like pockets in his body of like skin fur flaps.
Ah.
Because I remember
okay.
mentioning something that like that
Oh,
before.
A pouch.
Like a
Okay.
pouch.
Little-
Ah,
Oh,
yes.
like a little
Some kind of-
marsupial.
Mhm.
Some kind of marsupial pouch.
Oh, I
Mhm.
love that. Okay, all right. So let me go ahead and take a look here and see what's in those pouches.
That's where
Uh,
the hedgehog's gonna go.
50 feet of rope is in that one of those pouches.
With the fish.
Fish rot. Oh no.
Do we start taking bets on how long the hedgehog lasts? Is it time?
Stop it.
Man.
5 minutes.
Do we
No.
start setting up the bets? Because
No.
I'm gonna
What-
give it 2 sessions.
I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave.
Bo, where are you storing
Can I
both
do a
fishing
different
rods?
type of bet? A different structured bet?
Okay, all right.
Yes,
I can
please.
start setting up the pool.
Yeah. So for my structured bet, I'd like to set up first encounter with an enemy.
Ooh, isn't it gonna bring them into a fight and it's gonna catch a stray bullet?
Yes.
Oh, that's
So
gonna
mean
be
to
dark.
me.
Is Bo
We're
gonna
not being mean to
scream
you.
go
I mean, it's
hedgehog?
just like this is. We've lost tons of valuable creatures. At least in my time playing D&D, these things happen, and
It's not gonna happen.
we're in the vacuum of space.
It's not gonna happen.
The odds
treat
of
my
this
children better,
poor
okay?
creature just fucking exploding
What the fuck is
Is-
wrong with you?
pretty high.
Okay,
It
as
is
long as I don't
likely.
throw them into space, they'll be fine.
What do you, there's so many other
The
things you're not
space is like
supposed to
that's just
do.
like the.
Guys, have you
that's-
seen the inside of my skin pouch? Okay.
I don't wanna.
Okay, this is
No.
what's
It's
actually
just,
going
it's
to
just fish
happen.
slime in there.
So
Oh,
what's gonna happen is that there's
Yes.
gonna be like some kind of AOE or something, like it gets really cold.
Ooh, yeah.
Bo is
Yeah,
gonna
that's
save
how
the
it
con check.
happens.
The hedgehog's gonna lose.
Yeah,
the
'cause
con check.
Yeah, it's
Even
not
if
gonna
it's
be
like
a deck save. It's
Exactly.
gonna be some big AOE for like an
That's
int
why I'm
save or
saying
some
first
insane
encounter.
shit, and they're
It's gonna be
gonna
like-
turn to goo.
It's gonna be like a 1 damage AoE aura.
No.
Yeah, this hedgehog will only have one.
you're
HP
just
or
gonna
some
you're gonna see
bullshit.
like a fucking guard that's gonna be like, is that a hedgehog? All right, shoot it. Like I don't know.
Anything
Oh
can
shit!
happen.
I hate those little
fucked.
creeps.
I'm kidding. That would
I
happen.
hate those things.
Well, I will warn you right now. If
Yes.
anything happens to the hedgehog, something bad will happen with Bo.
Okay,
Oh.
understood.
Okay.
Okay,
Love
Understood.
that.
Now I
That's-
want something.
that's-
No, I'm kidding.
the hedgehog's death
Sure.
will be great character development for you.
It will.
I will give the warning that while I would never intentionally try to kill the hedgehog for
Yeah.
lulls and laughs, the consequences of actions must still happen, unfortunately. So if that does happen, I still
It's
have
okay.
I still have to roll with it.
It's all part of the story.
Yeah.
The character development.
Yeah. Fuck. Can't believe
I
Bo's
love
gonna
D&D here.
Bo's gonna jump out in space against a hedgehog that's full.
Yeah, you're gonna just be doing something that you don't think is ever gonna impact this hedgehog, and someone's just gonna be like, "Do you have the hedgehog on you right now?" And you're gonna have to say yes, and then that hedgehog's gonna be rolling con saves. or
Well,
some
do you think I
horrible shit.
wanted to kill Barry? Did you think I wanted that?
Ooh, yeah, Barry's death was a pretty
Pretty-
fucked one. No one saw that coming.
Well,
Barry's death
so
was fucking
unintentional, too.
hilarious.
Look,
Yep,
Oh
that
my
was
God.
that wasn't a planned
I
kill.
wouldn't have had it any other way.
and keep in mind, like Barry is a career maker for me. #1 short with over 500,000 views.
The
is,
people
love
is Barry.
blood. They
Shout out
love
to that
death.
idiot.
Yeah, is the Barry Felsic interaction.
The audiences
People love it.
was
Much
good.
like watching gladiatorial combat, love watching these little creatures get smushed.
Yeah,
and I'll
love-
tell you what, this hedgehog will be one of the #1 clips when
Oh no,
it fucking bites
it wasn't Barry dying. It was the Barry interaction. The audience
Felsic,
loved
yeah.
Barry, and Felsic loved those shenanigans. And because the dice told me to, I had to kill Barry.
I would argue that Barry's conclusion was also just as important
Beautiful.
to the entire concept
Perfect.
of Barry, because if he was
Yeah, it
still
was
out there,
perfectly wrapped.
it would mean
Just
so much
beautiful.
less.
It would, yes, absolutely, absolutely. So it made sense. The dice gave me that crit 1. I'm like, of course, Barry's dead. Barry has to die at that point. So what I'm saying is, if something happens to this hedgehog, it is not because of malice. It is because the dice is a fickle mistress.
I honestly, I just love that. I know that you saying that is because you're being really like gentle and sweet
Yes.
with me, because I can be sensitive. But I promise you, Brett, I'm looking you in the eyeballs right now.
Mhm.
It's been like almost year 2 D&D. I'm a true D&Der, so I'm ready to take on with whatever's gonna happen.
you're never
with this
ready.
hedgehog.
You're never
No.
ready.
Trust me,
You're never ready.
I'm ready. I've grown as a D&D player.
Gmart thought he was ready, and then he got eaten by 3 hags.
Wait, what?
that was phase 1 shenanigans. Gmart ran ahead into a tower because he was being lured there. So he ran ahead because he was like, this tower has all the knowledge in the world. He ran ahead, he climbed up, and then discovered within this tower housed 3 hags who got the jump on him. And they ate him alive. In 1 round, he was dead. And because because he got knocked unconscious like immediately, and because the hags were ravenous, I was like, they eat, and they did. They ate him. They killed.
Character was dead?
Yeah, every
Yes.
time I see Bo run ahead to a room alone, I'm waiting for it to be hags in there. I'm waiting because it's gonna happen. We're gonna get a hag moment.
You're gonna get a hag room, yeah.
Hag moment incoming.
Lawman,
I'm sorry.
Classic hag moment.
Lawman revived him with a Revivify spell.
true.
And I did some rolls, and I had to check to see if
Ron was a hero.
he was going to come back complete. He did not, and he was revived without an arm. So it's a whole thing. The dice is a fickle mystery. You always think you're ready for it, and then you're not. And you're like, holy shit, this sucks. But yeah, it was good times, good stories. With that being said,
That was like one of our first adventures, too.
that was the
It was
first.
like-
that was
that was-
everyone's first
Cam-
D&D.
Campaign 1, but it was also like our 3rd time. Like we went to like a tower, right?
Yeah.
It was our like first time going on a quest to like an evil place, and we're like, haha, we're gonna defeat the evil. And then he ran into a room and got his fucking arm ripped off by heck.
This is shit's good. Continuing on with that. So now you're aware of where your hedgehog is, or what you have claimed as your hedgehog would be on Europa with a noble. And there is still the option of a hedgehog on 19th day of next month. And so there are definitely hedgehog options. But anyways, after a...
Oh, wait.
Yes, go on.
There's an option for 2 hedgehogs?
You're getting 1 hedgehog.
Wait. Whoa, wait. But I did hear that right.
If we bend the fabric of reality.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me there's more than 1 hedgehog out there in the universe?
Hang on.
Everyone stop.
Okay, sorry.
Yes. You ever watch that GIF with the raccoon who's startled and is standing with their paws holding out like that? That's Bo right now. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. All right. So, what was I saying? So afterwards, also, I think Bo was a little upset about not getting the hedgehog, so Bo turned into abomination in the middle of the station. This kind of spooked people. People got a little spooked out about it, but you're able to calm down the situation, got everyone back under control. And yeah, after a long rest was complete, we kind of like skipped ahead to you guys flying off to Europa. with a couple of conversations here and there. Oh yes, and of course you now have let me go onto the ship map real quick.
Girl.
You got Goral.
A friend.
Oh my god, I forgot all about that. Was Drask like told fucking like, anyone see me lift this?
Check this out.
Check this out.
That whole last session was a trip.
Oh my god, I forgot all about that. Jesus fucking god. Yeah, holy shit. Zoom, Tari. Yeah, you got Tari. Tari's like, yeah, I'll freaking go. You know, I'll freaking go there. Absolutely. Oh Jesus, I remember now. Okay, so you have Tari on board. She said she has some business over in Europa as well, specifically over at J-Shore, which is one of the main / only cities on Europa, because Europa is just a big old ball of water with some frozen. Yeah, still no toilet. That is correct. With glaciers and all sorts of stuff. But before you guys would depart, and this is kind of now we're arriving at the add-on part. Is there anything else I have forgotten since last session? Or are we ready to commence? I'm gonna say we're ready to commence. So here we go.
I think we're good. Yeah.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get the bag. Over on the Omnos trade station, since you are still docked over at like sort of like the inactive side of the station, where a couple of associates from the Callaway cartel and several of Desperado's henchmen are located. You guys probably be packing up. I'm assuming you all have been sleeping aboard the ship. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I think so.
before you guys take off, you'll actually watch as one of the goblins, as you're kind of doing your prep, you're looking at everything. Oh, since you do have the missile launchers, would you be installing that at some point during your stay here at the Omno station?
Yeah. I think it was not going to take up any more. Like, we don't have to trade anything for it, right? We can just slap it on, so
No,
yeah.
it's fine. You can slap this one on.
Yeah.
I'm kind of restructuring some stuff. So yeah, you would probably spend some time equipping, and with Tari there, she would definitely help you out. And the entire time, I think Tari would just be looking at this ship, and she's just would like, so let me get this straight. You just kind of just put all this stuff together? And she's just looking at like the inner workings. What would you say Zug's touch would be when it comes to engineering? Like, would you say when you if someone's looking at something that Zug has done, like in the guts and the inner working, would you say Zug is what the fuck? Would you say Zug is kind of like a traditional style of where like, oh, this wire goes here, all this shit goes all over the place over here, or is it kind of like, this works, I'm just gonna go ahead and plug this here, you know, like whatever's makeshift, whatever makes it happen?
It's more like, it's kind of like German engineering. Do you know anything about German engineering?
No.
Okay, it's like everything is engineered, everything has a purpose. Maybe a little bit too complicated to get to the end goal, but at the end of the day, it works.
Whatever got you there.
Yeah, it gets you there, but it's also like really clever way of doing really stupidly simple things.
Gotcha.
So like, you know, the red wire is going to connect to the blue wire, but maybe for no reason at all, it just does a couple spins and turns, and then
gotcha. Someone said over-engineered. Yeah,
over-engineered, but like not in like a giga sciencey way, where it's just like it's over-engineered because Zug doesn't know another way.
Gotcha, that makes sense. So yeah, it's kind of like programming, where you're like, you kind of like do this roundabout way of doing something. It still gets you to where it needs to go. But that's just how your mind works. Your mind's just like
he's so smart that, I can spin the ship. What the? We're going to Arios, baby.
I love the fact that you're just like, you're at the cockpit. You're like, you're just like moving the ship around.
Here we go.
You see the wings like moving all around. Oh, that's so fucking good.
Yeah. So for anyone who has like good experience with technology and
Sorry.
engineering, they're gonna look at this and be like, "Why did you do all this to make this happen?"
Yeah,
You know?
I think Tari would have done that several times, especially installing the theirs. She's like, you got it looped around the capacitors over here. You didn't need to do that. What are you doing?
Well, I don't know. It just seemed like the best option.
Well, I'm not gonna touch it. I don't even like. She's looking at it.
Please don't touch it.
She holds her hand out, and because she's looking, and she's kind of like it's like taking her a minute. There's been a couple of times as you're trying to like get the ship ready to go and get everything moving, and she'll just kind of like look and try and figure this out. She's like, "This is supposed to go here, but you have it going here, wrapped around here, and then splits off at the okay." Like, she scratched the back of her head, and eventually at some point she'll give up on it. And she said, I'm interested to see if the ship can fly. I'll tell you that right now. But, oh my, like, she's looking. And then she shakes her head, and you'll actually see how she helps install the turret as well. It's definitely not in the same way that you would do it. Like, you might even be kind of doing that roundabout way, and then she just kind of like cuts it directly. And there might have been a couple of moments where she's like, no. That's pointless. You don't need to do that.
Oh, wait. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You're overthinking it. And I don't want you to take this as a compliment because you haven't earned it yet. Such a bitchy thing to say, but she would say that. I don't want you to take this as a compliment because you haven't earned it yet. But if you can get this thing to fly, you're probably gonna figure out something that none of us have thought before. You just gotta get to that point. You know what I mean?
I will keep thinking and making and doing. That is how I learn.
Yeah, buddy, that's how we all learn. Okay. All right. So she'll help install the missile launcher and be like, all right, there you go. I mean, this is aftermarket parts. It's gonna treat you well. It's gonna handle it. You're probably gonna have to do a couple of maintenance on there for the price that you got, but when you're getting high yield explosives like this and you don't want people asking questions, like Ionian Authority, you're gonna be doing a little bit of maintenance here and there. In fact, I'd probably want to take a look at this once we arrive on Europa. Well, I'm gonna go sleep in my apartment. And she looks around. Yeah, buddy, you enjoy this. pats your back a little bit before she'll eventually sort of peace out. We leaving tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're leaving tomorrow.
All right, I'll see you bright and early. Get some rest. Finger guns. Walks out.
Zug shrug.
Zug shrug. As you're setting things up, you'll kind of hear the automation. During this day before your departure, and you're kind of like getting everything all established, we know what Zug's doing. Is there anything else that anyone else would be doing here and kind of like the slums, like the back end part of the station? Or are you guys kind of like taking it easy?
I might be picking up some alcohol.
Okay.
Some alcohol reagents.
Well, if you're picking up some alcohol, let me go ahead and load your character sheet up.
Got a lot of money. Don't spend a lot of base money. Need to spend a lot of alcohol money.
Yeah. You currently have 1,886, and then
Whoa.
your credits, just in general, and you have 215 credits worth of alcohol money. So
I'd like to convert a lot of that into alcohol money, but I hope that it's a simple process to convert money to alcohol.
yeah, as long as you're in like a town, you're able to go ahead and do that and convert. The general idea with crafting, as it's further continue to get simplified, is sometimes you'll find parts that are good for that, or you can just literally hold on to the credits until you find alcohol. By holding on to alcohol, it just kind of gives you the freedom of crafting wherever you want. But while you're in like any sort of centralized town, you can use credits in lieu of the alcohol because it's assuming at that point you're like grabbing stuff. By holding on to the alcohol, it kind of lets you just craft wherever the hell you want. You don't have to be in like a town hub for that.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that I would convert some here anyways.
How much would you like to convert?
$1,000.
Understood. You're down to 886 credits. You're now at 1,215 credits of assorted alcohol, which you could then use for crafting. Okay. So you spend your time there. You probably go over to the bounty board. A bounty board currently would probably your best bet, and since you do have like a pass for the next 24 hours, heading over there, and especially making a purchase like that, they would appreciate that very, very much, and and that would also help some ties over there. You would get your purchases. The dwarven patron probably would be like, where are we gonna deliver this?
My son outside will carry it.
And it's, oh my god, is this still the same day with the flaming?
I think it'd be a couple days past, but I would be keeping Gorilla Mido. It's just so much more helpful for when we're like at the station needing to move things or like do stuff with the ship.
Now,
I think to have.
Right, now here's a good question. How long would you be staying on the station? You currently arrived at the 27th day of Cantor. It is currently the 28th day. Would you be spending a couple of days here before leaving?
I don't know, party? How long are we sticking around for here?
I want to go.
We are out
out
of
of here.
We're out of here.
So if it's the same day, so we don't have to worry about rolling and things like that, would you guys, when you guys arrived at Omno Station, would you have been doing all that activity immediately, or did you like take like a rest day when you arrived over at Omnos? Like last session, was that yesterday in game, or are we still in the same day in game? Just so I understand how long you've stayed on the station.
I thought it was the same day.
Feels pretty same day.
Okay.
Same day. I mean, we can just say that the
That works.
group helped me carry my alcohol.
Cool.
to the ship.
No. Yeah, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to micromanage it. Okay, so just so I understand, yesterday's or the last session would have been yesterday. Today is just kind of like getting everything packed up and ready to go before today's like. Sorry, I'm getting everything confused. Yeah, everything's good. Yeah, we're good to go. The timeline is not skewed. So yeah, you would have had everyone be able to help, including a sort of like neutered down Mido buddy who would have helped things out and got everything there. Loading it over on the station, you also have a lot of high-end alcohol that can be brought down, like high yield alcohol as well, with a high content of alcohol that you can kind of like burn down to work on projects for later. And yeah, so you've got all that placed there. So that's what you did. Felsic, gutted and ready to go. Drask, gutted and ready to go. Bo, gutted and ready to go. So yeah, so after you do that, the next day, which would be where we're at the calendar now, before you start to wake up, you're getting everything packed up. And you would see a couple of the goblins, specifically a Desperado's crew, kind of like walk up, and then you would also see the man, the myth, the legend, Desperado himself slowly approach as you kind of hear the sounds of the whirling gears. And he would just be like, "You getting ready to depart there, partner?"
Yes.
Not this guy.
The one that paid you all that credit. Like,
Ask him what he wants.
So where are you heading off to?
Europa.
Oh, well, what business you got there?
Kind of like a business vacation.
Yes.
Okay, there. Well, I hope you have yourself a good time as you go on out there to Europa.
I sure hope we have a good time.
I heard
Nothing is going to go wrong.
I heard there's a station over there. I'm kidding. But then he would say, well, actually, you guys are some pretty reliable folks. If you decide to take it or not, completely up to you. But one of our associates over there, a kind-hearted orc by the name of Verso Garda, was looking for some capable folks interested and able to handle a thing of sensitive nature. Since you guys seem to be the real go-getters, I thought I'd offer you the opportunity. I hear Verso's paying real big for those that are interested in a
A little heisting.
Hedgehog?
What?
Hedgehog.
Did you say hedgehog?
Hedgehog?
What is the heist?
Did you just say hedgehog?
Yeah. Hedgehog heist.
Right. I don't think it's for a hedgehog, but I suppose you could see if Verso will sweeten the deal and get you one of those, I suppose. Verso's got some good connections.
Okay. Tell you what, we will talk to him and decide when we talk to him if we take the deal.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, Verso's a she, by the way. Kind-hearted orc woman. I think you'd appreciate that very much. From what I understand, she's willing to part with...
Hold on 1 second. Let me get you the actual number.
Guys, does that mean 3 hedgehogs?
No.
There could be any amount of hedgehogs in space.
Infinite amounts of hedgehogs.
Infinite
all
possibilities
of
of
them?
hedgehogs. There could also be 0 hedgehogs.
Don't say that.
There could be 0 to infinite numbers of hedgehogs.
Mm-mm.
That's kind of beautiful.
It's some sort of tech heist, but she's willing to pay 4,000 credits for it. She sounded pretty eager to get this piece, so you might be able to negotiate it up to something else. But if you need anything else on the planet, Verso would be a good connection for you guys.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
She's located over on Stingray Island. It should be right outside the city of Jayshore. Unless you guys are planning on going in one of the living coral reefs, or any of the active volcanoes.
I have no idea.
Yeah, you might want to go ahead and stop by the Stingray Island and get yourself a lay of the land.
Yeah, okay.
Anything else you need before you depart?
Yeah. Is it gonna be, like, okay to just land on Stingray Island?
I can go ahead.
Or are they gonna screen us before we can land?
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you go ahead and go through your rope in space, you're probably gonna be contacted by the Aeonian Authority. Or not, though. They'll just want to know why you don't have a ship registered. They're not gonna shoot you out of the sky or tell you to leave the planet. They don't have that kind of influence. Europa is for a lot of folks outside of Io.
Is there, like, a guaranteed way to bullshit your way past Ionian government?
I've got it all.
Hell yes, Bomb, I knew you
I
would.
figure it out.
But to answer your previous question, I could reach out to Verso ahead of time, let her know you're coming. I'm sure she could give you a safe spot to land your ship over on Stingray Island.
All right. Okay, this is acceptable, I think.
Well, as long as it's acceptable. Anyways, I wish you partners good luck. Say happy travels. And go ahead and see yourself your way again over here
Happy
at
travels.
at the trade station. Might have some more work for you if you're interested. Safe travels now.
And you'll see Desperado kind of like slap the side of the ship before he turns around and heads off. Deeper into the depths of the slums.
Goodbye.
All right.
Let's get out of here. Punches. Desk.
Punches desk, moves. All right. So as you guys leave the station, everything else kind of like handles itself as normal. As you all are leaving the area, and we return back to the scene we were at before. As I load in. Behold, the planet of Europa.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
So as you'll see, most of this planet is just a lot of fucking water and ice and volcanic activity.
Oh my god.
The continent here, Burkana, is a living coral land, and the reason why is because it actually has living coral creatures that kind of act a lot like zombies would. So it's not really a safe place to go. Of course, when you start.
What?
Not a great vacation
Okay.
so far.
What else? Yeah, this place really sucks. Everything's about to explode. No, I'm just
Jesus,
kidding.
man, I thought you meant like a coral island because coral is living. What do
Yeah.
you mean there's like coral zombies?
There are coral constructs, like animated coral that kind of like wanders the land over here at Burkana. No one's really there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So just so no one's freaking the fuck out, you guys are gonna go and land here at the region of Hamilcar because these are where
what's
all
wrong with it?
is the.
Yeah, what's wrong with it though?
Yeah, cut to
Can we
the
skip to
chase.
that?
Do you want something to be wrong with it? It's all
I don't know, it
sinking.
just
It's rusting. All the islands here are artificial, so they're made of metal and ground, and this is where a lot of the active town is. It's very, it's like an artisan's revolution, kind of like of a modern day Italy, where everything is just kind of like off on the water. It's a very thriving aspect in town.
Okay.
But before we even get to that, you guys, as you are approaching and landed on the ship, you will see a hail. You'll watch as like the European authority is like hailing over to you guys. Just that you see the ship as like the red lights flashing.
Your time, comms guy.
I practiced this.
Hell yeah, show us what you
Go
got.
get
This is the button to answer the phone.
Unidentified ship, please identify yourself.
Hi, this is the ticket,
Yeah, good job.
and this is me, comms officer, the bomb.
Yeah, keep it up. Yeah, that's good.
All right, comms officer, the bomb. We do not see your registration here, and
You start hearing the clacking of keys.
we don't recognize your ship name either. What is your purpose here on Europa?
Vacation.
Understood. Unfortunately, because your ship is unregistered with the Ionian Authority, you will not be able to use any of our ports. Are you willing to let us know where you're going to be landing?
So we have to let you know where we are going to be landing, despite the fact we will not be using any of your ports to land.
I did not say that. I was merely inquiring. You do not have to
Well.
give that information if you don't want, because
I
as you
do
have
not believe I will be giving you any of this information today.
There's a long pause.
Yeah, that's it. Make him work for it.
I'm gonna do this thing where I play hard to get.
That's good.
Can you stay in orbit there for one more moment, please?
Hey,
Yeah?
no, but I'm saying the person on the microphone. You're not asking us to stay in orbit because they're about to blast us out of the sky, right? We were told that would not happen if we went on vacation here.
No, we are not going to take...
Promise you're not gonna blast us out of the sky.
Is this guy for
Come
real?
on. Why are you hesitating to answer?
No, we're not going to blast you out of the sky. Get it. I'm just going to let him go.
Hey, what's your name?
Yeah, okay. All right. Happy travels.
Okay, thank you.
Whoa,
Holy shit.
this guy's good.
Holy fuck.
Did it.
Did you win?
Hey,
I
good
think
job.
I won the fight.
Is this guy for real?
He won the intellectual battle.
I didn't know what
I
was
just
coming.
kept wasting his time until he didn't want to talk to me anymore. I think that's all I have to do.
Oh my god, you're learning about the bureaucracy of government. This is too much paperwork. Yeah, have a nice day.
I was literally going to ask his name and then ask to talk to his manager.
Christ eats donut. All right, give me one moment. So right now, the only thing you've heard as far as names go of locations that you would possibly be interested in landing in would be Stingray Island, which is part of the Jashar region, of Hamilcar, which is right over here. Since you have been given instructions And if that is where you would like to land, I will take you over to that map now, unless there is a different location you wish to land.
I
think
have
we
zero
shoot.
preference.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that sounds fine.
Okay.
Does this place
Sounds-
have pants?
I'm looking for Stingray Island.
All right.
Does this? What did you ask? Did you ask if this place has what?
Pants?
Pants?
Yeah.
I'm sure they have like gift shops and shit.
Do you
Like, it
wanna
kinda
buy
seems
pants?
touristy. You
Dude,
know,
if we're
you could
going to
also
the
buy
beach-
like one of those little necklaces with like a little fake ivory tortoise
Wait,
on the
listen.
end, you know?
I need to know what Layna is about to say. This is
Okay,
so.
go for it.
No, let's let it cook. Let's go. We'll
No,
get
no,
there.
no. You asked if this place has pants, and then you said if we're going to the beach, and then I got nothing else.
Lena, if there are people here, there are pants here. Do with
Okay,
that
or-
information what you will.
We call
Okay,
that
Are
a
you
society.
implying that Bo will only be putting clothes on so they don't seem indecent at the beach? I'm confused
that's
what
not
the
what I was-
angle is here.
No, yeah. He
Oh,
needs
okay.
beach shorts for the beach. What do you mean? He's
Okay.
not getting in the water without pants.
But Bo's naked. He's.
Eh, pfft. That
Oh.
you think that?
Huh?
You don't know. You don't know.
What?
But I.
No. Let's
But I
wait,
do
let's
know.
we'll,
Do
we'll
I
see.
not know?
You'll see.
Am I getting like an
No.
unreliable
No.
narrator, like
No.
a D&D situation where Bo actually has been wearing clothes?
This whole time.
And
This
you've just
is
been
bad.
telling
We
us
need
that-
to move on.
You just let me know when you're ready to go. All right. So give me 1 second. I'm slow. There we go. All right, you guys will land over in the J-Shore region.
Damn.
And you'll see right here,
Wow.
we got Stingray Island right over there. So your ship will begin to descend down over, flying over the mainland of J-Shore. And eventually, you will arrive, as you get closer to Stingray Island, once again, you'll see someone trying to hail you.
Oh, brother, here we go again.
You got this. I gotta focus on flying.
The bomb will pick up the comm. Hi.
Hey, how's it going? Who am I speaking to right now?
Oh, you're talking to the bomb. We're currently here on the ticket. Who am I talking to?
So you're the ticket. Yeah, this is Verso Garda. It's a pleasure to meet you. I heard all about you.
We were told about you. Everyone hear that? This is the person we were told about.
Hello.
Dude, it's the dude.
I hope the
Everyone's in the room right now. You're on speaker.
Yeah, watch your language.
I hate that. Jesus Christ. It got real. It got real.
Well, hey, hi everyone. How's it going? Verso Garda, nice to meet you all. Listen, come on down. Let's have a drink. I got a landing spot for you, okay?
All right. We're gonna come on down as gently as we can. You should make sure there's no one near the landing zone, though. Just in case.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give you your coordinates of where you can land. It's a nice little isolated spot. You're gonna have to do a little bit of walking to get where I'm at, but your ship should be in good hands. Stingray
Copy.
Island's my domain. We'll make sure you're taken care of.
Copy that. Thank you very much. I'm
Thank
gonna
you,
hang
yeah.
up I'm gonna hang up now.
No, you hang up.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up.
Go
ahead and
I'll
hang up.
hangs Do we know how to use coordinates?
Hmm.
Because they just sent us a bunch of numbers, I think. I don't know what any of that
You
means.
see like a fax printout of these numbers.
It's not gonna matter. It's like an island. Just land on the island.
I think there's like a clearing they left for us.
I'll just find the clearing and land in it.
Do
Hey,
you know what
guys.
a 14 and a 16 looks like in tree?
What?
I don't know. The paper says a 14 and then a 16.
God damn it.
Hey, also, I wasn't gonna say it, but like, I know they said that she's a really nice lady, but she also has ties to the cartel, which is not huge for us.
Yes.
Guys, are we shrinking?
Like, she's definitely a psycho.
They
Are we
also
okay?
Did explain,
And we're
I
going
don't think
down.
people say this unless there's something up
Oh.
about them. They
Okay.
described this place with the word domain, which is just a little strange.
Okay, so we're gonna have to be on our best behavior, right?
Yes, we are.
When
officially
aren't we?
landing in someone's domain?
We
Is
are
how we-
landing in a domain.
Their
How we get into the
lair.
other side?
Is Bo like
What?
looking at the land as the ship's landing and sees it getting bigger and wondering what's happening, like they're shrinking? Does Bo not understand perspective?
Bo doesn't get height.
That'd be
I'm just a little dude. I don't know. I had a
Bo is
little
a
freak out moment.
two-dimensional creature living in a three-dimensional plane. Is what's happening right now. They can barely comprehend what's going.
So, Zug, can you tell me how you're trying to land this ship?
I'm looking for a clearing,
Mhm.
visually,
Mhm.
and then I'm flying above the clearing,
Mhm.
and then I'm going down.
Okay. Which are you looking for a clearing, kind of like over where these buildings are, or are you just kind of like landing anywhere on the island?
I don't know.
Does
Wherever I
that
see,
building look like a 14 to you?
wherever I see enough room to land, I'm going to land. If there's lots of places like that, then I will land closer to the buildings. Yes.
Oh, understood. So you'll kind of go ahead, land here. I won't require you to make a check, but you'll kind of like, and as you're like landing, over here. Hold on, let me do a quick roll, real quick. Okay. So kind of watch as this orc woman will walk out of this this kind of like this little like outpost, I suppose the best way to describe it. It kind of looks like it's more surfaced, a little bit of underground. And as she's walking, she'll have a pistol on her side, like that, definitely visible on her hips. And she'll kind of start walking on over as she's like looking at the ship landing, and she's waving you guys over.
All right, now be polite. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck with these guys.
But like tries to stand up straight, but when he stands up straight, his like legs are too far apart. So he's like strutting in a really uncomfortable looking way.
Aw.
Kari will come
it.
out while you guys are landing.
Oh,
And
shit!
And she's looking outside the window, and she's squinting a little bit. And she's like, where are we?
Europa.
Scenic Europa.
Stingray Island.
Stingray Island?
Yes, we're currently in someone's domain, so please behave.
I'm just gonna go back to my room.
Yes.
Okay, we'll check in, all right?
Yeah, that sounds good. She'll just gotta start walking.
Bye. It was good to see you.
Silence falls from downstairs. With the ship landed, just let me know when you guys would leave the ship.
Yeah. Once shut everything down, we're on the ground. I would, turn off the ship and go to leave.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of there.
All right, let me go and get your tokens then. We got a. 1 second. Let me make sure Bo is the correct size. It is. Okay. I'm just gonna hide that ship for now, so we're not being interfered with that. I'm gonna get you a bow, and then we're gonna get a Drask, and then
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
god, I'm huge.
get a Felsic, and then get a bomb,
Look at us.
and
So cute.
and a Zug.
Hello.
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 All right. You guys would arrive on the island. You'd see this not half orc. You see this full orc, a little heavier set as she kind of waves you on. Like I said, she has her pistol visibly seen on her hip, and she'll kind of wave you over. and she'll be like, pleasure to meet y'all. Heard so much from our mutual compatriot. Name's Verso. She'll offer a hand to anyone who will take it.
I take.
All right, she'll shake over to you and kind of give a knowing nod, appreciating that there is another orc that she is working with.
I smile, real big, and I also like look over at my brother, and then I look back to her.
I said, Verso, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I am Zug.
She'll offer a hand to Drask.
Hi, you want to shake the metal one or the real one? A lot of people don't like the metal one.
Oh, I don't care either way.
Okay, I'll shake you with the metal one.
She shakes the metal one.
I'm Drask.
That's a good grip.
Thank you. My brother helped me make it strong.
You guys hungry? Need anything to eat?
Yes.
All right, come on in.
You have snacks?
I got stew.
Oh.
Come on in.
Okay.
I hope you guys don't mind fish stew. Got some nice redfish that you can catch around the coast over here.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I love
This
fish.
I can
domain
warm
is
up to this
awesome.
place.
We brought our own.
brought your own. So as she'll walk in, and at the entryway of the outpost, you'll kind of see this kind of feels like an old makeshift kitchen over at the entrance. And it kind of looks like a one studio apartment. So you kind of see a little area where you can sit down. There's a Shark TV up on the wall. And then as you're walking in, you immediately walk into the kitchen. You see a small table with a couple of chairs surrounding it. And you're immediately hit with the smell, this sort of fishy smell, but nothing rotten or bad. Just definitely something that's been marinating and cooking for quite a while. And she said, I made sure to put some on the pot since you're, from what I understand, perhaps new here to Europa?
Yes.
Yeah. What else is there on this island?
I mean, besides our operation, she'll say, looking over at you, not much. And honestly, I prefer to keep it that way. I go over to the mainland every once in a while, but truthfully, I like to keep my own here.
Yeah, I love the operation.
What is not on the island?
What's not on the island? I don't understand what you mean by that.
What's down there?
I point to the ocean.
Oh, you mean the mainland? Well, then she'll kind of walk out a little bit there and says, I suppose that's where the rest of the society is. Well, if you're from Io, if I understand that correctly, things are going to be a little bit more familiar with. Shops, bars, pubs, entertainment.
No. What's down there?
And I point directly down below the ocean.
He's asking about the horrifying depths beneath this place.
Oh, she'll kind of wince a little bit and say, those are things that Europans don't really like to think too much about. You see, from my understanding, this was once upon a time, not even too long ago in the grand scheme of things, a big frozen rock. Only more recently has it thawed into this luscious, beautiful water planet you see before you. Of course, it was very quick that Io moved into action, went ahead and came to this planet, started building upon it, so that way there could be more of a thriving populace. People found out very quickly that since the planet has completely thawed out, as your friend has said, some deep terrors that was once sealed, ancient, prehistoric, from a time lost past, they've definitely revived as well. To answer your question more directly, I don't know, but I don't want to know. And anyone who's working down under the waters currently, bless them. I wish them the best of luck, but you ain't gonna catch me dead submerging deep down those waters.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. What's Zug's expression right now? What's Zug feeling currently?
I mean, to put it in perspective,
yes.
Right? from a character ideology standpoint, Zug was trapped in the slums of Clayberry for most of his life, and all he wanted to do was visit and, fly the stars in his own spaceship.
Right.
And you're telling me there's a whole space-like adventure down below?
Yes. Absolutely.
Zug is cooking some ideas, that's all.
Can we make like a water spaceship?
We're not going down there, right?
I hope
I want
not.
to go down there. I want to go down there so bad.
Well, Bomb's gonna look at the others. The bounty kind of detailed they might be underwater.
Oh yeah.
You're trying to keep a hushed voice so
Yeah.
Urso doesn't hear? Understood.
Bo yells, "Hey, well, we're gonna need some pants for that ride."
Well, they're gonna have to come up for
We're gonna need more than pants. In fact, in order to withstand the pressure, you're gonna need at least. Oh my god.
So
It's gonna be more than space.
she's gonna start pouring bowls of soup and starting handing it to everyone who's interested. And she's looking at that and she's like, "Does that pique your interest?"
Whoa.
Yeah, kinda. We have business here. Oh, you have business here. What?
She
What was
nods.
the job you need doing? Something need doing?
Don't laugh at that. Don't laugh at that. God, come on. That was so easy. You're just giving it to him. And he's like, I see. Well, we're getting to the business side of things. She'll go over to the front of the outpost and she's like, I hope you don't mind if we, and then she'll close the door. Well, and then she's like, anyone need a drink, water, something a bit stronger perhaps?
I'm sober. I've been sober for a month now, I think.
2 strong drinks, please.
Understood.
No, I'd take three drinks for me, please.
Okay, 5 strong drinks.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna go ahead and she'll walk over to this clay jug and she grabs it and just puts it on the table. She gives you each these kind of like old clay hollowed out cups. She's like, I'm just gonna leave you to help yourself.
Bo reaches out, takes the jug, and scoots it close to him.
It's
then
especially
wraps
heavy as you drag it over.
He tries his best to drag it over as skillfully as possible, and looking at Belsic and Zug.
It's like dragging on the table.
Belsic, help them.
What? Just pick it up.
You pick it up.
How big is this jug? Is it as big as
Looks
me?
heavy.
Or...
I think it's half the size of Bo.
Okay, Bo it's on the table. Bo stands on the table,
Yeah.
and he tries to like get his head in the jug because it's kind of too heavy to move with his tiny arms.
So as Bo, so Verso drops it. She kind of like begins to looks like she's about to go into a description. She hears the rustle. She turns over, and she just kind of looks at Bo, and she just grabs the jug, opens it, and then pours like with one hand this massive jug. Easy. She pours this in the cup. And she just hands it to Bo, and she's like, "If you need help, all you gotta do is ask."
Bo quietly gets his cup and sits down.
That's all. You let me know if you need another one, okay? I got you.
Thanks, Toots.
You're a guest in my house, and I want to make sure you're all feeling nice and cozy. Now, let's get to business, yeah? Hope the soup's good. If you need some bread, let me know. I got a pie in the oven. Anyways, about the
Guys,
heist.
bread.
You're so nice. Too
Bro,
nice.
Inside check, inside check, inside check.
Inside check, inside check, inside check. Go for it. Go ahead and make her an inside check.
Ooh.
Oh my god, you're so nice. You are so cool.
Boy, oh boy.
Wow. So let's talk about the heist while the blueberry pie is in the oven. Hopefully everyone's okay with blueberry anyways. So, yeah, I got I gather a little bit of information from time to time. I've got a lot of associates around here. I'm in the market of making connections, and it's made me a pretty penny, a pretty profit. I'm always looking for individuals who are good at certain things so they can handle things for other people. And from what I understand, you all know how to handle yourself in a scrap. And I've been looking for someone like you. You see, whether you take the job or not, I'd like to ask you, as a point of caution, what we're about to say here doesn't leave this room. You came highly recommended from a mutual associate of ours.
Yes.
Yes.
You say Desperado, and she goes, exactly. So, if, no matter what happens here, if you don't take the job, completely understandable. You're welcome to the soup. We'll keep your ship here. Nothing's getting taken back. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit then. So, I have it on good authority that the European government is currently testing a new type of engine they want to mass produce for their ships. Currently, they're going through a lot of experimentation, and it seems like they're entering the final test stages. Now, normally once it gets to about these kind of parts, the engine is pretty much done, but they have to go through the paperwork and everything to make sure that every single ounce of the engine works perfectly. So that way they can check everything off. Any higher politician or authority can feel confident and sign it up, and then they can move into the mass production. We're right at that final testing phase. And I also have it on good authority that I know exactly where the prototype is. They're starting to pack things up over at the facility that the engine is located. So I also have it on good authority that it's not going to be as heavily guarded as any of their other test areas. So what I'm looking for someone to do is go over to the outpost, snatch up that engine, and bring it back. I'm pretty sure there are going to be some soldiers there, and as long as you don't mind messing a little bit with the army, the European Navy and Army, as long as you don't mind getting into a little scrap with some of their younger soldiers, I think this would be a good fit. I would ask, though, if at all possible, and if you can avoid it, if this is something that you do want to take, try to not kill anybody. That's gonna bring a lot of attention to my associates and would probably hamper the business a little bit. Just get them knocked unconscious. This is your first time in the planet. Nobody knows who you are. The engine's gonna get heisted. There's gonna be an investigation, and more than likely, they're probably gonna bury the paperwork because it would be an embarrassment to the entire Ionian authority. But that's it. Heist go ahead and steal a prototype engine, bring it back here, and the pay is gonna be 4,000 credits if you manage to bring it here.
How do we move an engine?
Well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have some.
I can carry it.
That's a good question. They're gonna have some vehicles there that you can go ahead and bring back. Take one of those too.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And we'll go ahead and dump it. You'll probably want to go ahead and look for some sort of shard claw, shard claw lift that'll be able to take it and bring it over.
Okay. What are you gonna use this for?
I've got a couple of interested parties who would like to purchase the engine. I think I might be able to spark a bidding war and get myself a pretty credit for it.
I have a follow-up question.
What
Please.
if? Oh,
Is there only one engine at this location?
Yes, this is their prototype. So they've been doing a lot of field testing with it, making sure it can handle various elements and environments, high heats, cold impact, if it could take blunt impacts, all sorts of stuff. Really just testing the stability of this.
Okay, got it. Sorry, you go, Zug.
just an idea, but what if, you don't pay us, and then we keep the engine and use it? Thoughts?
That's nothing.
What does she get out of that?
No, hear him out.
She smirks a little
It's
bit.
like you made 4,000 credits.
You know what? He's right.
But yeah, no, he's got a point.
The math actually checks out is the thing.
She looks at you all and smiles and says, I like you. You got a spark of hope in your eye that I haven't seen in quite some time. Counter offer. How about this? If you manage to bring the engine, and if you are interested in it, why, I would be happy to sell the engine to you at a much deeper discount than I would to my other associates. This is going to take some time to hash out. I'm honestly, all chips on the table, hand revealed. I'm probably going to get about 30 to 40,000 credits for this.
Oh my
With
god.
the associates that I know. Now, just because if you're capable of doing this, I'm probably gonna be coming to you for a lot of opportunities like this. I'd be willing to part the engine with you for 15,000 credits.
Hey, don't we already have a engine? You know, the ship, it works. What do we need this for?
Upgrades, Bo. Upgrade. Better.
It's a very powerful engine. I don't know what you're sporting right there, but this will get you sailing across space pretty quickly, and be pretty efficient on the fuel.
We could go visit like anywhere.
Okay.
Okay, well, we'll just do it first, or maybe not. I don't know. I haven't talked to the
Literally
rest
done
of
a
everyone.
job like
But-
this before, right?
We will consider.
What did Felsick say?
Oh, I said we've like literally done a job just like this before, right?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. How different could it be?
And she'll say, if you want to take some time to think about it, you can. Of course, you know, that engine ain't going anywhere. You want to go and check out the mainland and see what our lovely city has to offer, you're free to do so. I went ahead and made up some beds for you if you're looking for a place to sleep for the night, or you can stay over on the mainland, or you can head on over. The engine is actually being housed in one of the outposts over in the Europa Core research facility across the way to the west. Might see that big island way over there past the mid-rush.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I got. And that's the deal for you. And I'm willing to pay you 4,000 credits for the job. Or if you bring the engine back to me, I'll sell it back to you for 15,000. Now, this is our first time meeting. And I don't want to give any sort of threats. So instead, I will give you promises. I trust you with this information that you're not just going to go over, take the engine and keep it for yourself, because that wouldn't be good for me or for any of our associates. You're not someone that's going to do that, right?
No.
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 Oh.
They thought of something funny.
I
that
told
has
them
nothing
a
to do with
joke.
this.
Yeah. That's
All right. Just so we're clear. If you bring it back here, no problem. I'll give you 4,000 credits, or I'll sell it to you at a discount for 15,000. Because like I said, I could probably get a lot from this, but I would be okay with a quick trade and also a budding and building relationship. It's always good to have connections. It's been my most valuable resource yet.
Bo like scoots his empty cup while looking at her in the eyes.
She pours it like instinctively.
Bo scoots it back and drinks it.
You are very nice.
Doesn't pay well to be an asshole.
It doesn't?
No. She says as she shakes her head. I've known plenty of assholes. Most of them are dead now.
Bad business.
Oh.
Hey, while we're here,
Yeah.
maybe you could point us to some cool things. we're not very rich right now, but if and when we are, like after this job, where's some cool places to buy things, like magic things?
From my understanding, Jashore has a lot of cool shops over at the commercial hub. If you go to one of their market tents, I've heard of... Oh my fucking god. I've heard of plenty of magic stores over there that sells various types of magical goods. I heard there's a nice bookstore over at the commercial hub as well by the Starship port.
Book?
Like magical books. Next door to it, from my understanding, is a lovely dwarven lass that sells a variety of constructs and magical goods.
Okay. And, does anybody sell, go under the water boats?
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
That got me. Go under the water boats. Well, she's gonna have to think about that for a little bit.
Or rent. Rent would be fine too. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me 1 second, because I'll have an answer for you.
What if we just got those little suits and we get the little those little tin cans we put on the back and we just go no?
Too deep.
The pressure would... She can like mix
According to my
sound.
according to my math that I've just been thinking about, it's gonna be a lot of water on top of our head. Hurt a lot.
Like the water
Okay.
squishes you?
Yeah.
What? I thought it was just like space and you just can't breathe.
Have you ever picked up like a water jug?
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
I could probably
Imagine
hold the ocean.
1 billion trillion mega millions of water jugs.
Yeah, I could hold that.
Well,
Nuh-uh.
I don't like to do too much business under the water, so I have to admit have lapsed some of those connections. However, if you I'll throw you a bone. Do this for me, and I will, in the meanwhile, look to see if I can get that question answered for you. Whether it's find you a place where you can buy a sub, a shard sub for a deep discount, rent one, or maybe I might have someone that could have one to lend you for a little bit.
Okay.
Now, I shared with you my business. You don't have to share yours quite yet, but what did bring you here to Europa exactly? Might be something I can help you
Vacation.
with.
Businesscation.
Businesscation.
Bo slams his fist on the table.
Hmm?
And he slides his cup away and looks her in the eye. He just mumbles, microwave.
You want? What?
Bo looks down the table.
So you have a
Oh right, we also work for ASPCA, and there's like an incident of hedgehog abuse. She looks over at the bomb.
This under wraps. There is
A case of hedgehog abuse.
in deep need of rescuing.
We're gonna
Hedgehog
track
heist.
down the perpetrator and relocate the hedgehog to a safer
Yes,
place.
and relocate the perpetrator into
You-
the ground.
Do you know where any nobles live?
She's looking at everybody. It's kind of like
Just anyone, just shoot any noble out, and we will just swing by there and ask around.
I have to admit, I've made contact with a lot of people. This is the first time I've heard someone investigating a hedgehog abuse scandal.
There's real
They've started
sickos
to
out there.
take animal abuse much, much more seriously back
It's a
on.
crazy world out there.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
never know who
lots
might
of
be some
sickos.
kind of animal psycho.
I mean, if you're looking for nobles, there's a couple of places you can go. The Frogs has a couple of high-end housing that you could check out there. Actually, probably nothing that would be soup. But if you're looking for real good nobles, heading over to Skyview, I think, over on the southeast side at Blue Rise. A lot of estates over there.
Some real good nobles over there, huh?
Some real good nobles, absolutely. The frogs over there is more of like, you know, waste management nobles. I don't think they'd have your hedgehog.
Okay.
And then what did you say? Looks over at Bo. You want a microwave?
It's the name of the
That's the name of the
hedgehog that's
hedgehog.
currently being horribly neglected.
Oh, wow. That's such an odd attachment you have to this hedgehog. You went all the way here for a hedgehog that you've made a connection with?
He's an empath.
Yes.
Bo's like still looking down at the table, but scoots his empty cup forward once more.
Fills the cup.
Bo grabs it quickly and downs it just as fast.
Oh, little buddy, this is upset you, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it is, Toots.
You never thought about getting another hedgehog?
Bo looks up very quickly. Another?
She looks over at the ship. It's like, yeah.
Bo slams his hand on the table again. How many hedgehogs you got here, lady?
I don't have any hedgehogs. Do you want a hedgehog?
Yeah. I'll take one. I'll take two. I don't know. You guys want one too? We should get one for everyone, I think.
What happened to this other one? She's looking around to everybody.
Well, we'll get that one too, but he seems a little bit harder to get.
I mean, if we could just get other hedgehogs, maybe we don't need to go to a noble's house and take one.
I made an oath.
Okay.
Don't listen to that one.
Goddamn oath.
If you have a hedgehog laying around, I'll take it.
So let me understand this. You're looking for a noble who may be abusing a hedgehog, so that would mean the noble would have had to, in their off-world, correct? Or have they been here for a while?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would mean that they must, that if they are if they're clean, they would have had to register it as an exotic animal coming into the planet. Well, I could go ahead and inquire about any nobles that may have laid claim to a hedgehog, and then maybe get that information for you. She's very confused by all of this, by the way, but she's willing to help. But at the same time, she's like, I could ask around. Would
squints.
That help?
That would be deeply helpful to our investigation.
Wait, what do you want for it? Because once you get the information, you get it first. I don't want you getting our hedgehog.
Yeah, well, we'll make sure to get you the engine if you get us that hedgehog information. All right? Now you know we won't do
Drask,
anything.
Jesus, stop.
Hey, Drask.
Drask, let's
Drask.
get back a second.
Whoa.
she holds out her hand and she says, it just...
She wanted reassurance,
Do not
you know?
shake on
And
that,
this is
Drask.
it.
Do not shake on that.
We'll consider this an add-on to everything else that I promised you. I think this could be easily done, and as well, is definitely under the amount of credits that I was originally offering you. So yes, I have no problem inquiring about this. So this is a negotiating table, and so far your requests have been reasonable. So let me get this straight. If you're interested to try and get this engine, I'll pay you 4,000 credits for it, or sell you the engine for 15,000 credits. I'm also okay selling or giving you the 4,000 credits, and while I'm looking for the engine, or while I'm looking for a seller for the engine, if you come back, get some more credits, wish to buy the engine, I'll keep the 15,000 offer for you if I still have it. I can't hold the engine for long, obviously, and if someone's got 30 to 40,000 credits they're willing to spend, I'm gonna have to take that deal. But also, you would like to know the location of where you can get a shard sub, and the location of a hedgehog that has recently arrived on world. Do I have that all correct?
God, we sound crazy when you put it like that, but yeah.
Yep.
Hey, listen, lady, listen. If by chance you come up with some other information about like a lady hedgehog and a man hedgehog, maybe both would be good. But one hedgehog's fine. Just saying, if you pick up, with the near shot, some sort of more information, you let us know.
I can go to a pet store and pick it up for you if you'd like.
Wait, really?
He looks around. Yeah.
Hedgehogs are on the table.
Hedgehogs aren't that rare. I mean, they're just animals.
Well, we gotta get this one little guy, but I don't know. We might. It kind of sounds like a good idea, don't you think, guys? Guys.
Hey,
No.
let's split. Let's split for now.
Yeah.
We'll come back to it.
Yeah, just. Yeah, okay, that all sounds reasonable. I have no questions as to why any of this, but yeah, that all sounds reasonable.
Yep.
It sounds like we have a deal. Do we have a deal?
Deal.
Yeah. All right, go get him, Bo.
Oh,
Bo,
okay then.
jumps out of his seat, walks away.
Where
Where
do
are
you
they
walk?
going? They don't know how to fly the ship.
I'm gonna.
Felsic scooches back her chair, goes like,
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, that's
You guys can catch up with me, I guess.
Okay.
I'm going with Felsic.
just
I'm just looking at Drask now.
Is there a beach on this island?
There's beaches everywhere.
Cool.
Listen.
Careful not to touch the water, though. Some creature might come out of it and rip you into the depths.
Apparently the water's gonna squish me too if I go in it. I didn't know that.
No, he's right. Well, anyways, when you're ready for the job, just come back to me, let me know. We'll make some arrangements. And then she'll just kind of like have a bowl of soup and eat. And she says, you're welcome to stay here if you want, and got some rooms made up for you. If you could stay in your ship's under my protection, so nothing's going to happen to it. If you'd like to go over to the mainland, I do have a small boat out there on the dock. Should be able to take you there.
Thanks, you too. I leave.
All right, bye. I'm also leaving.
Currently, you all are now outside the outpost, in the middle of the fucking land. Standing there on Stingray Island.
is there, just out of curiosity, aesthetically speaking, is there like foliage? Because I know these are like artificial islands, but is there like foliage and like dirt and shit? Or is it all just like fake metal?
So currently the island you are on is an actual island. You can actually feel the dirt, the grass, you see some trees around.
Okay.
If you look across to the Europa Core research facility, you'll also see the same thing. You'll kind of see in the background, there's some paved areas, some boats there, but you also see mountaintops and trees in there. Once you start getting down south over to the core of what J-Shore is, these are all metal floating islands. So you will see some artificial foliage here and there, but they look like they're being properly maintained, kind of like what you would see either at like a park or like a walkway.
Okay, interesting. Just curious.
Yep, that's what you would see.
Sug, I think we took another deal with the cartel. How does this keep happening?
I don't know.
I don't know. I wasn't even paying attention because Bo started his whole hedgehog thing again.
Yeah,
But we
and
took
then
another deal with the cartel. We're gonna fucking die one of these days.
no, she was so nice.
She's,
She stares at you.
okay, but like, she's not, is the thing. She's nice because it benefits her, because it suits her business.
Yeah?
Oh, okay. And that's just like cool. That's cool though. That's cool with you?
Well, she was nice to me.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to do business with her. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how that works.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really clever, isn't it?
We should be nice to people.
No. I think we're nice to people.
Is this how the party learns about human decency?
The gang learns empathy.
Holy shit. Wait a minute. If we're nice to people, we might get step 2.
Shit. Fuck. Okay.
Okay. Well, what now? Should we just go do it?
Just like do the heist right now? Gang, gather up. Football huddle right now.
Oh, what's going on?
What do you mean, what's going on? We just agreed to do a heist.
You asked me to do a football huddle, and I don't know what that is.
Yeah, what are we talking about? What's going on? What?
When are...
I don't have feet.
Wait, can we... Hey, Bob, check this. You do it like this, and Bo puts out his little tiny raccoon foot next to him and kind of like flexes it. Like this. Do it like this.
I can't do that.
Hey, but we've seen you do a hand in the face. You can't do it.
Yeah, it's taking most of my energy.
Ah, okay. Huh.
Are we just doing a normal huddle? Is that what this is?
Are we still in this? Can we get some space?
Guys, I don't know. I don't know about this one, guys.
But they were so nice.
What time is it?
It's currently... One moment. Are you asking what time it is it?
Yeah, so it's in the afternoon, right? 12:41.
That is correct.
Did you tell everyone that your stream that there's like an actual clock and how cool that is? And I've never seen that in my life. And Brett is freaking sick. Nasty.
Yeah, stream knows.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Hey, dude, it's seems to be a little bit early. I kind of want to go do stuff before we get.
Let's figure this out before we go anywhere. Yeah. Considering we're all here in this huddle now.
Okay. All right. Well,
Bo sits in the middle of the huddle and looks up.
We came here to get the eco-terrorist guy.
Yes. Who is, according to this paper here,
maybe underwater.
Underwater, perhaps. And the only other lead we have, according again to this paper here, is someone named...
Wait.
Kem?
Hang on a second.
Kim?
A human named Kem?
Kim?
No, Kem. Like Chem.
Wait. Just hang on a second. Kim? What was the payout for that first bounty that we were taking?
20,000 credits alive.
Okay.
10,000 dead.
Okay.
And if we capture Kem, we get another 2,000 on the house.
We should do that first then.
This is much less money. Also, simultaneously, I want to say this, but I feel like we fought such extreme dangers that I am not exactly concerned about some of the goofballs from the cartel coming after us if we rip them off at any point or piss them off. I'm really just not. I don't know if maybe my worldview is too small, but I feel like I'm not afraid of them.
You haven't got your ass beat enough yet.
I don't have an ass.
Okay, so here's the thing. If we play our cards right, we can walk away from Europa with a brand new top-of-the-line engine and like 7,000 credits to split.
Yes.
And the little dude.
Maybe okay, whatever. And a little guy. And like a little rat thing with spikes on it. Whatever.
Yeah. Dude lady.
That'll definitely happen.
All right.
So
Hey, wait.
what's first?
I'm sold. I'm in.
Wait, hang on. Listen, we've been together for a while now, and I was thinking, hear me out. What if we got little matching doodads to like make it official?
What?
You know, Space Jam.
What?
I don't know. We get little like a.
Like matching keychains? You want us to all get matching keychains, Bo?
Yeah, no. I thought that maybe that would be kind of cool. Okay, sue me. Or T-shirts, you know.
I already have the T-shirt I wear.
I don't wear
well,
shirts.
Then it's a keychain.
What about?
I don't have any keys.
What about like friendship bracelets?
I can do that.
It's a friendship bracelet.
Oh, we
Yeah.
get matching eye patches.
What about Letterman jackets?
Oh, me and Drask are already doing that
Yo!
one. You guys need to catch up.
What,
Yo, who's in for
what
bracelets?
about matching Letterman jackets?
We can't do this again.
With like
No, this is
SJ.
me,
That's what
Tomato,
we're
right
doing.
now. We mustn't do this. We can't fucking.
Tomato,
I'm
this
doing
is
an
a group
RP
vote.
veto. I'm doing a real.
no.
This is Tomato
Can we do a
Gaming
vote?
right now. I'm doing
That's
an
too
RP
fucking
veto.
bad, Tomato.
I get
You sit
one.
down.
I get. Brett said I get one at
You-
session 0, and I'm RP vetoing the Letterman jacket.
Okay, but this is a group vote.
Okay, what about fucking matching beanies then? Fine.
I like that.
You like
Except
the
I
match?
have to wear it
serious?
over my hat.
Oh my god. Dude, you
about
telling
that?
me?
I like the bracelets. I thought that was cool.
I also like the eye patches.
Yeah, that too.
Bracelet rules.
Zug, what are you thinking? You want a bracelet? You want an eye patch? You want a beanie? What you feeling, buddy?
Magic rings.
Ooh, and we can cast spells out of them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, hold on. No one will
I
see
don't have
little
fingers
fingies.
unless I really clench.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
well, maybe not all the time. We want everyone to always see who we are.
That's
this way
the
we can, like-
point, Zug.
Yeah, it's like a gang.
Yeah.
You guys want to be
Zug?
like a gang?
Like we want people to know who we are because
We
we're
could be our
Space
own
Jam.
cartel. How about that?
Make
I
our
like
Great
the
own
idea.
cartel.
Do you guys want to do an eye patch? I kind of like that idea. Then
It's gonna fuck with my spatial perception.
yeah, I don't.
No, I mean I've
need my eyes.
I've been missing one of my eyes for a while, and I feel fine. The bomb.
we just get an eye patch for the other one.
Underneath the eye patch.
Tattoo?
I do a tattoo.
Ooh, I can do a tattoo too.
I don't
What
have
about
skin.
a big like
A
tattoo on our back?
I don't have skin.
How do you tattoo
oh
a
my
slime?
God, he doesn't have
Oh,
skin.
yeah.
No,
Don't
this
have
has
skin.
to. It has to be inclusive.
Well,
Please don't
Gosh,
leave me out.
guys.
Yeah, we're not leaving you out, buddy.
Please, please.
You guys
do
want to
not
get
leave me
matching
out.
pants?
Oh my
I don't
god,
think he can wear
can't
pants
wear
either.
Pants.
I don't have. I don't. Have
Well, you know, I
legs.
think the bomb can wear a skirt.
That's.
Yeah.
I
what
mean-
about just vaguely similar?
You already
color
burned your
themes?
veto, idiot.
They're right. I burned my veto on the.
Gosh.
Okay,
she
we all
owned you,
get
dude.
matching pants. You know, bomb over there wears a little bit of a skirt thingy.
How about we just go into town and see what's
Okay.
around? Like we're on vacation, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
you're right.
we'll,
You're right.
we'll
You're
take care
so
of all
right.
this stuff like at the end of our like our chill time. You know, we need to decompress.
Yeah.
Somehow this discussion of what we're all going to wear is more stressful than the heist.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
It's
we
important.
are doing the bounty part first, then. Yes.
For the
But
money.
how?
Yeah.
We need to hunt down Kem. Then I don't know how to do that. I've never done this before.
Oh
Let's
shit.
ask around town.
Do we
I
just
can-
ask people? I mean, I can
Should
do
we-
some.
Wait. Should we ask her, or would it be better if we didn't clue
If
her
we
in on what
keep
we're
asking them things, they're gonna keep on getting more stuff to hold over us, and we try to get the engine.
doing? Yeah, I guess you're right.
Well, we don't even know how to get like a sinky boat, so how are we gonna go down without her looking for us? She lives here and she doesn't know how to get one.
Well, all we have to do is walk around the docks right until we see a sinky boat, and then I walk up to whoever owns that sinky boat and I say, "Hi, I'd like to have that. Can I have that for a discount?" And then we get it. That's
And
how
if
it's
they
always
say
worked.
no, then what?
Then I haunt them in their dreams for the next 3 to 4 days until they die of exhaustion.
Whoa.
I've been workshopping new ways to get what I want.
Oh my god.
That's pretty cool.
Was that too much?
No, I think
a
that's
little
good.
extreme.
No, that's fine. Let's go to town.
Let's go to town.
Yes.
Are we allowed to land in town or do we have to
I
swim?
want a gyro.
We're gonna boat.
I think we have to use that floating thing.
I'm hungry.
I want a gyro and like some of that baklava shit or whatever.
Ooh,
It's
What are
called.
these things you're saying?
The baklava.
Yeah, the baklava.
Baklava.
Are these foods?
Yeah.
I want
maybe.
food.
That one's got to be hot, I guess. It'll like melt in your mouth. No, it'll melt your mouth even.
I don't have a mouth.
Oh wait, yeah. Can you taste?
Yes.
Weird.
Eyeballs do you have? I meant to ask you when, a little bit of time passed.
How many eyeballs do I have?
It's kind of insensitive. He lost one of them.
I lost one of them. I struggle every day with the realization that I'll never return to the level of sight that I once had. I think I'm working with about 4 right now.
Oh, okay.
So
Anyways,
are you guys heading over to town?
I guess. I
Yeah,
don't know what that.
let's take a look around. Let's get matching beanies. Whatever.
So taking the boat, where around town would you try and land?
Can you land at the Curiosities store?
Yeah, it's a boat. You can just literally
Curiosities.
go wherever you want. Yeah.
I think we should start there because I'm curious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a curiosity.
All right. So you're going to go ahead and probably like get the boat going, and you'd start to it's like a little tiny like shard boat, but it's kind of like a rowboat. So there really isn't like any engines or anything like that. So everything is you're rowing by hand currently. It would take you about an hour or so, but you would finally arrive here outside the Curiosity Store. Go ahead and advance the time because of that. All right. So once you arrive here, what would you like to do?
Bo pushes the door open.
Oh, you're going inside the Curiosity Store. Give me one
Yep.
sec. Give me 1 second, please. All right, so you're gonna go ahead and walk on in.
If there's hags, I'm gonna be so upset.
3 hags presents you.
Hag moment.
Curious, and then eats you a lot. No, I'm kidding. 1 moment, please. Hey, what's going on? You're gonna see a little goblin there over at the Curiosity Store. And as you walk inside, the store, you're just gonna see a variety of knickknacks that make no fucking sense, just kind of like scattered all across what looks to be the best way I can describe is a hoarder's house.
Oh
Hey,
my
what's
God.
going on there? Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Curiosity Store. What's it going?
Bo's like pupils. You know how like when a cat has been to the vet, but they're a little druggy and their eyeballs are really big, like pupils are dilated. That's Bo. That's Bo in this very second.
Okay,
And the
Bo,
door's
find your
open.
curiosities.
He's not moving.
Find a curiosity, okay?
Oh, you seem to be a little curious about the curiosities.
You
there.
Bo's overwhelmed.
Bring us your most curious curiosities.
Well, I've got something that I think would be the most curious over here. And then he's gonna God damn it. He's gonna pull out a small satchel and lay it on the table. He's gonna be like, do you know what's in this bag?
Curiosities.
That's right, curiosity. I will sell you what is inside this bag. He kind of like, or 5 credits.
For 5 credits, do you know what's inside of the bag?
No.
Bo runs up to the counter. He puts one hand on top, but he can't really reach. And he gives 5 credits.
Oh, We got someone here. We got someone who's a little curious about things going on. All right, so
there could be 10 credits in there.
There could be.
There could be anything inside of that bag.
Probably won't be, but that's okay. It's all right. All right, so you're paying 5 credits. He's gonna take the 5 credits. Hey, sold! And I got all sorts of things here, but here you go. And he's gonna toss. Wait, a second. We're going all in for this one. It's a thin brown-green bag, and he kind of like tosses it over to you, counts the credits, stores it within his little cash register, and hands you the bag. He's like, "Hey, I hope you enjoyed that curiosity. Hey."
Bo like turns around to look at the rest of the party, and one of his eyes is twitching. And he looks down, opens the bag immediately.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What?
As you tell, this is going to be a good curiosity.
As you
dead rat or something.
As you open the bag, you will see a tiny little chest.
Oh. Wait, how tiny?
It's so tiny it fits in the bag.
What?
And as you pull out this tiny chest, you'll notice that it is carved to look like it has numerous feet on the bottom of the chest.
Horrible.
What?
Horrible.
Bo takes this out in between his 2 fingers and he holds it up like he's looking at it like way above his head, and he squints and he walks very slowly with it still in between his 2 fingies up to the party.
That's pretty good.
And he puts it in front of everyone. Hey, look at this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you could store like, I don't know, some spices in there or little outfits if you want.
What do I do with this?
Whatever you want. It's a curiosity. And he like holds his hands out.
Bo shakes it. Bo shakes it really hard.
Yeah.
Hey, you're gonna break it, Bo.
This guy. Are you okay with like what's in the bag? It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, right?
I don't know what this does.
Well, it could be. It's limited by your imagination.
Both chucks it at the dude.
Hey,
what are you doing? He picks up the bag, or he picks up the chest. He goes, "Oh, no refunds." He puts it back up there. Okay.
Now what?
What, you didn't want that?
What?
I didn't want it.
Did you say not now what? Like out loud?
Yeah.
Well, and he kind of like rubs his head a little bit. Then he pulls out a yellow bag and puts it on the chest, and he's still or on the table. He's still rubbing his head, and he's like, "So you didn't like this one? Okay, fair enough."
Hey, just to be clear, buddy, this one better entertain my friends.
Well, that's the whole point of the curiosity shop. You just never know. 5 credits, please.
Is every
it's yours.
single thing in these? Do you have any curiosities that are kind of a publicly visible thing, or are they all in bags?
Well, then that doesn't really tap into the curiosity side of things, Bomb.
Well, I think we were all quite curious of what that chest could do once it was out of the bag as well.
Well, as you can see, it's a formidable weapon that hurts my head.
Are you going to cry?
I think he is crying already.
Bo puts credits on the counter, but doesn't know how much it is at this point.
What?
Is the chest still in the room somewhere?
Yeah, it's on the table.
Can I grab it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I grab it.
You grab a tiny little chest with little feetsies on the bottom of it.
I go to the corner.
How many
I'm going to the corner with the chest.
I see what's happening. How many credits are you putting down, Bo?
2, because you didn't say how much it was.
He looks at the 2 credits. He's rubbing his head. He goes, ooh, gonna need 3 more credits. There's 5 credits of curiosity. Ooh.
You just said I need 2 more credits. That's 4.
What?
Did I hear you wrong?
You
I heard
said
2.
3.
Oh, I heard 2.
I need 3 more credits. It's total 5. You put 2 in there, please.
Bo very quickly, non-hesitantly puts 3 more on the counter.
Yes, there.
Waits.
Yes, he grabs it. He stops rubbing his head. He puts the credits away. He gives you the yellow bag.
Bo snatches it, goes back to the group, looks at the group, looks at the bag, and opens it.
Ooh, I think that one's gonna be a good one. Ooh.
Go on.
Dude, Brett's just having a good time over there.
You pull out a tiny. Oh, I read this differently, but I'm gonna read it this way. You pull out a tiny miniature of a gnome holding a heart, or a harp. And it has a little windy, a little wind on the back of it that you can twist.
Bo takes it and looks at it with one eye.
You can twist it in the back.
Close.
I think it plays the song.
Bo very slowly turns around and looks at the store owner. And as he's staring at him straight in the eye, he turns the little thingy. And then what does it do?
As you wind it up, it slowly starts playing a little jingle, and it
Now
goes.
dance.
It goes.
Dance! All 6
Okay.
points at the store owner.
Hey! He starts doing like those half-ass dance. Oh, hey! Oh, I love this song. And then he goes behind the table and he pulls out. He goes ahead and pulls out a little orange bag and puts it on the table.
Bo, was
How
that,
many more bags do you
was
have
that good
back
enough
there?
for you, Bo?
Hey,
I got a closet filled with them. Hey,
This place
Yeah,
is terrible.
I think
during
we
Bo, was that good?
During this,
Was that
Zug
enough?
returns from the corner and sets the chest on the table. And you'll see this tiny chest with legs has now also sprouted arms, and it's doing a little dance to the song. But it's,
This place is
the,
madness.
the chest portion is closed, and it walks towards the shop owner.
Hey, what you got there? Now that's really curious.
Open
it. He looks at it. Hey, what does this do? Hey, and he tries to open it.
When he opens it, a spray of stinky gas comes out of it. And then it also repeats in Zug's voice,
This place stinks.
Nice one. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, quick, let's book it.
wait, Bo grabs the little he still has it in his hand. He takes the thing, the little music thing, and he leaves.
We go to
But he
this.
leaves behind the chest.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Let's get out of here.
Weird how there's 2 of these on the same street. What a specific business.
by the way, to do
Why is
this, I cast my level 3 spell, Tiny Servant,
Yeah. That's
Oh
great.
my god.
as well as my Artificer thing, Magic Tinkering, twice.
That was really smart, actually. Good
It's
job,
a
man.
high level goof.
We goof and gaff here.
As you arrive to the second curiosity store, you see it's locked with a sign that says "Off to lunch."
Not
That
interested.
just makes me even more curious about what's
Oh.
inside.
You then
Yeah.
hear a rushed running inside, as if someone's trying to get to the door. And you hear, "Hey, 1 second, I'm coming here." And you're gonna watch as the door unlocks. It switches to open, and out the door opens, and you're gonna see what I can only describe as this interesting gnome wearing a red cap and an old like a beard that is clearly falling up this individual's chin. Their skin seems to be that of a light green, as if powder was rushed upon their face. And he looks over and he says, "Hey, welcome to my my store. Come on in."
Sniff check. I'm gonna do a sniff check.
Yeah,
this
can
guy
you get a
stink?
sniff check?
Oh,
Yeah.
so-
so that
As you go in for the smell, this guy reeks a little bit.
I gotta. It's such bad business to have 2 curiosity stores on the same street to the point where I feel like I'm gonna insight check rather than just take that sniff at face value for what it truly is and what I know it to be true.
Okay.
That's 16.
This guy seems to be hiding something, but he turns around and he's like, "Come on in! We got plenty of curiosities." And you look around at all the miscellaneous knickknacks that are kind of like hanging about there, and as he goes over to a table that feels too oddly familiar, he will reach down and pull up an orange bag. He looks at it, he goes, "Shit!" and then he puts it back down, and then he pulls out instead a brown little box. And he says, 5 credits and you get whatever's inside.
But put credits on the table.
Curious.
This curiosity peddler's hiding something, Drask.
He hands you the tiny box and says, "Enjoy from the wonders of Europa. Even if you don't understand it so much, you'll appreciate it in time. You must open the box outside, though, please, if you could be so kind."
Bo turns around.
Anyways.
Boots, I don't know. I think I want to give this back, actually. I don't know what happened.
Brett.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No refunds. This is once the exchange happens, it's there. Yes.
Does he have a fucking bruise on his head?
Oh.
Yes. So you see it. You see this whelp on his head.
Drask, can you wait here for 1 second?
Yeah.
With everyone else. Bomb's gonna start going back to the other curiosity store.
Huh?
You're gonna see the door is locked with a sign that says "Out to lunch."
Don't you have somewhere to be?
I'm gonna start knocking on the door here.
He kind of like, so as he's going, he's like, "Yeah, we've collected all the treasures from the," and then you'll hear a knocking sound from the side of his ear. He kind of like walks past you guys, looks outside, sees the bomb on the other side of the street, knocking at the door, and he's squinting, and he's like, "Oh, come the fuck on." Anyways, is there anything else you guys need? Yes, he's like looking on there.
Bo's just quietly looking at this unopened box. That's it.
You're gonna be really impressed with whatever's inside. Hey, so if you're not buying anything else, I think I gotta go to lunch.
Oh, dang it. You know what? My shoe's untied. Hold on.
Okay. Hurry the fuck up. Yeah, all right.
Bo trips.
The bomb's gonna start reaching underneath the door frame to unlock it with his fucking amorphous body.
Because it's an old fucking shack, you do so easily. You unlock the door and open to the knick-knack shop. There, you will see a closet open in the back.
Am I really gonna escalate this that hard? Yeah, I think so. The bomb walks into the closet.
There, you will see an open trapdoor with a ladder that descends down underground.
You know, I thought this would be more elaborate than this, if I'm going to be honest. Well, goes into it.
You kind of like slide around as Drask is slowly tying their shoe. You're gonna
Under the loop.
Yeah. Hey, can you do that someplace else? I really gotta eat lunch right now.
Oh, I just tied my shoes together. Hold. Doy.
As you arrive out, you would ascend up another trapdoor to a closed closet.
I'm gonna open the closet.
To everyone's surprise, the bomb will appear behind the shopkeeper in the open closet.
Nice one, dude.
Nice,
good one.
Yeah, I need you to. He doesn't notice the bomb yet. Yeah, I need you to go ahead and scoot on up. Hey, I gotta. God damn, I think they're gone. He mutters under his breath.
No, I'm right here.
Ah! He jumps. He looks behind. You can't be there. That's no customers back there. That's where we keep the precious.
Have you considered that perhaps running 2 identical businesses on the same street may in fact actually make your businesses worse?
Oh, what? He says as he's just kind of looking at you. He's like, what are you talking about? There are 2, and he just sits down. He takes off the old beard. He puts it down. His hat comes off. He wipes the powder off his face. It's the goblin.
It's all right.
You don't
But
need to
now we
hide.
know your secret.
The knick-knack store just wasn't doing too well, you know? And then he sniffs as he kind of like rubs his nose. I just wanted to make people happy. And, you know, make a little money on the side. I just thought a curiosity store would do that.
Bo sees that everyone's distracted and he opens the chest.
Inside is a torn old banner. It just looks like a piece of cloth. That's all it's inside.
Bo throws it at his head.
And just as he throws it at his head, he goes, oh, thank you. He grabs it and just blows his nose into it.
I meant the chest, but that's fine. We can roll with it.
Hey, listen. I don't really care about anything about you. I honestly was just more curious about your whole business more so than anything. That was my curiosity. You inspired my curiosity. Anyways, I wanted to ask you if you know someone named Cam.
I never heard of him. God, you know, this feels really good. You know, I was just really struggling, you know, with the store. And then that damn gnome opened up that curiosity store next to mine and took all my business. Ugh.
So you've never heard of anyone named Cam?
No, I never have. I tossed the gnome over on the side of the water, and then I had to keep up 2 stores.
Bo leaves with him.
Look, oh God, I feel so much better just revealing that, you know, and just...
Honestly, I invested a lot of time into this thinking somehow I'd gain something from it, but now I realize you are simply a curiosity peddler with really nothing else of value to you.
Yeah, sorry about that, but if you ever need it, I'll give you a discount on my curiosities.
Do you mind wandering around town and helping me out by asking people if they know anyone named Chem?
I don't like
7 hours.
I don't like to walk.
You're gonna like it.
I'm not a big walker. You know, that running back and forth between this tunnel to uphold 2 curiosity stores is really, honestly, it's wearing me down. I think I'm just gonna go on vacation.
Yeah.
And I think a walk will do me good. Yeah, I think a walk will do me good. And he just kind of
ask
picks
around
up
for Cam. I'll meet up with you. You may, who knows? Maybe you'll find some inspiration for a new business while you're out there.
Yeah, you okay? Looking after the shop while I do this?
Yeah, absolutely, no problem. We'll keep an eye on it. It's gonna be CHEM. I'm not sure if that matters. They could be anywhere. Just ask around for them.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I just think that they'll, yeah, of course. Yeah, that sounds great. And he just leaves.
Oh, sorry for making you dance. My friend was bored. That's all. I felt bad.
It's all right. We really destroyed him, but I mean,
felt bad. He was running 2 shops at once.
I'm gonna be honest.
Family to support.
Yeah, I just don't really care about him. I honestly just wanted to single out someone that, you know, it wouldn't be as weird if they just went off to do something because they have so little to do here as it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think in a way that is kind of sensitive of you.
Yeah, no one's gonna miss them. No one comes here.
Yeah, in a way.
Here's a question. Will you be doing any gathering information of your own?
What?
I think we have to. I mean, unless we're gonna go tell like the that lady, which I don't know, she's kind of scary.
If you are interested in doing so, a gathering information check is all I need. Or an investigation check, excuse me. An investigation check is all I need.
I was like, what?
It's a 3E skill. I always get my 3E
Don't
and
worry,
5E.
dude. I'm real good at investigation.
I'm really, really good at investigation.
Me too.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
That's a -1.
Should
All right, guys, I got my guy on it.
Should I do a thing?
Yeah, go for it.
I wasn't really. Zug was kind of just sitting on the street while they kept going. After he did his prank, he felt really good.
And then while all this was happening, you decide to start looking around. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and give me a gather. Go ahead. Damn it. Give me an investigation check. Whoa. So, like, I feel like this has been going on for like an hour, right? So as Zug is returning back from like walking around while everyone's just kind of figuring out the knick-knack situation, you'll walk over to see like the goblin again, Zug, like walking by you, and he just kind of goes, "Hey, have you heard of a guy named Kem?"
No, I'm looking for a guy named Kem.
Oh, okay. And he walks by you and just continues on. However, you have gathered some interesting little knickknacks of information of things that are happening around town, and you rolled a, what is that, a 22?
Yeah, from a 13.
God damn. So here is all the going-ons that's happening within Jashore, including some information you would have gathered about Kem. You would have learned about a new shop that has recently opened called the Bubble Puddle. It is being run by a couple of goblins, where their cool beverages are said to provide magical effects to those that consume it. You would also learn about the Europa Film Festival that is currently within town. Some of the movies that are included this year include a combat documentary filmed in deep chi space, several art house dramas, and an artistic piece centered around the ancient deities of Div and Void. And then
Fucking awesome.
You would also learn the going on specifically of Rain's activities. Currently, there's some big news going on about the bombing of a major coastal development. You would learn several months ago, Rain Thames carried out his most notorious attack on Jashore itself, the destruction of a coastal facility destined to supply and refuel submarine vehicles, both scientific and armed, for European development. This was Rain's only attack on the municipality and resulted in the deaths of 10 people split between contractors, guards, and European development personnel, as well as several dozen others injured from the maimings. You would then hear that there apparently, within this news, that an angler by the name of Kem was caught trespassing on the scene a few days before, and because of this, he is believed to be a person of interest. But the biggest news of them all, you would actually learn about some rumors going out about this individual named Kem. After speaking with some of the tradesmen and anglers around here, you would know of an old man named Kem that has been known to visit Jashore at great frequency. On paper, the purpose of his visit seems to be meeting with community organizers and activists in order to further various social causes, as well as visiting old friends from his working days. But others, especially in hearing the rumor of the bombing of the major coastal developments, believe that he is in alliance with Rain, trying to gather some more information for Rain's interests. Some associates of Kem has been dealing would inform how would have successfully informed you that he typically arrives with equipped with a mundane boat, suggesting that he would be someplace nearby Jashore. And you would have been given a couple of leads of folks that you can question about. And this is where it comes to you. You can either, one second, a couple of shady associates who may know of Kem's location, or you can continue to do a little bit more digging, which requires spending more time gathering information. So you could do it the old-fashioned way, do some more legwork to see if you can find out more of Kem's location, or You can just bribe someone who might be able to tell you more information.
Now, I have a question here.
Yeah.
Is there any way we could narrow down something, what with the help of our idiot goblin who's currently also asking around?
Well, in 7 hours, he's going to be making his own investigation checks, which means if you're willing to wait the 7 hours out, you may discover what he can find out.
I figured we were going to spend today fucking kicking it and traveling around and exploring and hanging out and having a good time.
Which means, if you would like to wait the 7 hours out and go ahead and spend the day doing that, you are free to do so. I'm just letting you guys know what was discovered from the investigation. Yeah.
That he sent the goblin?
Oh, yeah, I think the bomb is usually very clear when he uses his magic to fuck with people's heads.
Okay, well, that's about all I learned, but maybe we should see what he finds out too.
Yes,
and then Zug awkwardly pushes his way through everybody and gets to Felsic.
What? Huh?
Hey, there's a film festival going on, and
here we go.
one of the movies sounded really interesting.
Oh.
You want to go watch it?
What movie?
It's about people fighting in chi space.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we
real
should do
too.
it. When? Wait, when is the festival? Do we make it in time?
I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
It's in town right now.
Yeah, fuck the rest of you idiots. We're gonna go watch a movie.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Yeah, good joke.
Bo walks away because he can see closely there's like a cafe, and he's been like licking his chops this entire time. So he's walking away from the group at this point. That was an awkward interaction. He's thirsty.
Okay.
Oh.
Guys, you want to go hassle some people on the street and make money?
Oh my god, yes!
Hell yeah.
All right. So it sounds like we've got a plan for our next session.
Oh my god, this is gonna be so good.
You've sent the goblin to start gathering some information. You would have found some. Meanwhile, you would have found more information about Kem. Hopefully, the goblin will be able to deliver some information over the next 7 hours that may lead you on the right track. In addition to that, you have been given a heist opportunity to rob an engine whenever you so wish. But it sounds like next session we'll be starting off with Bo going to the cafe, with Drask and the bomb hassling people in the street, and maybe Zug and Felsic going to a little
We're going to a film festival, dude.
little film
Date
festival.
night.
I love indie movies.
So that is a lovely introduction for what's going to be our next session. But for now, that'll wrap up today's session of Pipe Dreamers. Thank you guys so much for playing.
Yeah, I missed you guys. That was fun.
Oh, it's been such a long break.
Yeah.
I apologize for that. I wanted to make sure everything was fleshed out for you guys so that you are fully capable to do something like this.
It's wonderful.
Good. I hope you guys are having fun so far. Let us do some bingo and do some fan art. Sound good with you?
Yeah.
All right. Streaming.
Dude, someday someone's going to succeed the save against my suggestion spell, and I'm going to actually experience the greatest stun lock of my D&D career.
I mean, what are the chances? It's like an 18 to save, right?
Yeah, it's like I use it on idiots that have tiny stat blocks and could
Well, yeah.
if they wanted to. So it's pretty solid for these things.
All right. Hedgehog Wild. All right. The bomb tries to disguise as a humanoid. Nope. The ocean triggers Drask's memory of Zahani. Oh.
Ocean.
Eldritch Fish versus Abomination. Nope. Tari starts regretting taking this trip. I'm just going to check that off right now. Chaos occurs, because, yeah, you just left her on the ship. She's still on Stingray Island, guys. Chaos occurs on Europa almost immediately. Yeah. They choose to spend the first day on Europa relaxing. You guys have begun to do so. beach episode. I haven't checked this off yet, but maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
Landing problems with the authorities. I'll check that off, even though there wasn't too many issues. Someone takes a dip in the waters.
I don't know if I trust these waters.
Zug,
Go in there.
Zug is really into European technology, the submarines. Nat 20, we didn't see Nat 20 or crafting time. Layna, if Bo could have any pet that is not a hedgehog, what would that be?
God. I'd probably have a really big fluffy dog.
Oh, a little fluffer.
Oh.
Bo would ride it.
I'm gonna leave this to you guys whether I check it off or not. The bomb says something psychotic out of context.
I don't think he did. No.
I also don't think he did.
I think today was tame.
Today was pretty tame. We're gonna have a few tame sessions, which is gonna be nice. They choose to try and find microwave first. There was an effort, but no. The party contacts criminal elements to find their mark. You guys are in contact with criminal element, but you are not using them to find the mark. We find out one of the PD crew can't swim. We haven't found anything out like that yet. Someone from Xeon is spotted on Europa. No. Nat 1, I'm going to say yes because the goblin actually rolled a Nat 1.
Did he?
Yes. Yes, he did. I rolled a 20. I saw the 1 and went, there it is. At first, I didn't roll because it was a DC 18. I was like, this is very unlikely. And then I said, you know what? I'll roll it anyways. It was a 1. And I just, in my heart of hearts, I fucking knew. Mito turns into a new goblin. We haven't done any Mito rolls yet, but I think we'll be doing that next week. Reference to the DB crew? No. Drask fights a non-hostile NPC, or at least tries to. No. We ended with a Felzug moment. We did have some shopping RP, even though it was little curiosity stores from a goblin that clearly murdered his gnomish competitor. Mito buddy shenanigans, weird trait combo. We didn't do that yet, and that is our bingo. No bingo today, but maybe next week.
Okay.
Maybe next week.
Mayhaps.
Yeah, man. There's always next time.
There's always next time. Hey, look at this guy.
Oh.
Nice shab.
Damn, those are some detailed hands.
I'm just gonna go through.
Kind of looks like a Muppet.
Yeah.
Just gonna go through that real quick. All right, and hey, I'm Toothy. I forgot about that tooth. God damn it.
Yeah, you forgot that I can make anything a lovable little character. But
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah.
It's a little outfit.
Sounds of bathroom chaos. I don't want to.
Yeah.
yeah.
Y'all are like zapping each other and shit. What the hell?
You need to shoot your shot. Okay. This is my ship. Steal it and I'll kill you. It's a very
I'm so
deep.
happy.
We were gonna kill her. Look at that stressed face. Oh, buddy. Hi, I'm Toothy.
Oh, woo.
I love how we all instantly forgot about Toothy.
I forgot all
Toothy
about Toothy.
died.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yo, Yoshi, this is great. What if Logan was a Mito? Look who I found just wandering around the station.
Ew.
He's like
wet.
a
Look at this little fucking gremlin.
my creature.
Wow.
You're not understanding my genius, you see, walks into Moonbeam. Hey, want to know something cool?
Stop.
Tee hee hee.
Open the fucking image. Hello? Hold on one second. The fuck? There we go. Yes. I need 1 hour. God, Every
Woo!
every
So
phase.
cool. So
Brawn.
cool. I love Braun.
Yeah.
Braun's so cool.
Don't even
We
know
that
all
guy.
love Braun.
Wait,
Everyone.
He's a
Love
hero.
I don't
Remember
think
when Braun
Nope.
set the course of history?
wait a minute. Hold on. I don't think I've ever heard anyone except Lawlman say Braun's so cool.
Braun's so cool.
Oh my god, you're great.
Why am I crying all the time?
Because
you are.
Because microwave.
God, I'm so cute though.
Come on. There you go. You could just leave. But what if a third boss fight?
Me be like, go.
Oh no.
That's great.
Stop.
No.
That is not okay. That's cursed. I'm still thinking about that. So give me two.
I've been like hexed.
Dude.
Yeah.
Hey.
Do they?
He's got a little cane.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Holy shit, is that Logan? Guys, stop. Stop it. Stop.
Yeah, that's a horse.
That's
Yes.
that's a horse.
Yeah, take that one right to the
Ah.
bank.
Very
New
nice.
outfit.
Damn.
Yeah,
All right.
dude, I need a European fit. That goes hard. Horses.
Uh-huh.
That's some horses right there.
Okay.
Oh my god. If I can get this to fucking load, Shane, you're gonna love this.
Huh?
I'm just trying to fucking. God. It's like nothing. There it is.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Damn. What the
Being a
hell?
band with Trask.
Dude, that goes so hard.
Oh.
That's amazing.
I want this image. Hold on. I gotta go get that.
That's
Mine.
really cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
stop.
Badass.
Badass.
But what if Logan remembered who he was and then this fucking happened?
Oh. Oh.
Slime family.
How they seem.
I like it.
How they actually are.
It's true. Is that Barry?
Yeah, that's him. That's him.
Yeah.
The guy.
That's him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hell.
Cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Gags like horse. Yeah, I'll just move on.
Badass.
Love this one.
Eldritch Cannon. Eldritch Head Cannon.
Jesus.
Why am I like this?
Oh. I don't know,
You're
Layna.
sick.
Why
You're
are
sick
you
in the
like
head.
You're not well.
You
to go to
need
a
help.
doctor.
This is an intervention.
Ooh.
God, Junie, why are you like this?
Psycho.
What,
Psycho.
me?
Psycho.
I'm not a psycho. Felsik's not a psycho.
Woo!
I think she's
Look
fine.
at us.
Oh, go.
Gang.
Poggy.
That shit,
Oh!
Gang.
that shit's
Yes,
awesome.
yes, yes.
Gang, gang.
Stop it.
Hey,
Stop it.
Gang, gang.
Hey,
Stop.
hey, hey. Stop.
I did.
Good.
Ice cream.
That feeling when no hedgehog. Ooh, tomato, I love this one. Echoes of the past. That's all
Oh,
your.
that's-
Shit.
Ooh,
very
that's
cool.
beautiful.
Dude, the paintbrush, like, revealing space, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Very good.
There's Skag again.
Wow.
Whoa.
One day.
Soon.
One day.
He's gonna die, you
Looks
guys.
like a little avocado. You hush.
We're
He's
gonna
gonna,
open the betting
though.
pool tomorrow for sure.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, Layna.
Yeah.
Layna.
Yeah. Yeah.
Layna.
Holy shit, dude.
Whoa.
Okay, can you zoom in a little bit more? This is sick. Wow.
Layna.
That's me with all of the guys. Okay, that's amazing. 10 out of 10.
Badass.
Thank you so much. Oh.
Look at
That's peak fan.
Yes, now this is amazing, said Sure.
Yeah.
Stop! Why? What is happening?
Turning up the sliders.
Guys, what is happening? I mean, you have been playing Ark, so this might just be
is all
face
him.
slider. What is what the fuck? Am I having a fever dream? Jesus Christ!
Oh, shit!
What the fuck happened?
Aww.
Also, holy shit.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Poor European nobles shouldn't have bought that hedgehog.
Yep.
Traumatized. Chat is calling it.
No.
Ooh, the radiation is gonna be, you know.
Yeah,
ooh.
It'll just be like Bo 2.0. You hush.
Very cool.
Damn.
Oh my god.
That's sick.
Holy shit. There she is. There she is. Wearing some little horns right there. Look at this little badass.
Ooh. Cool.
Of course, it wouldn't be Felsic pictures if we didn't have a little psycho there. A little,
Oh my god.
little Grembo. Get fucked! Oh, interesting. Some fan art of what this the orc lady can be.
Oh, she's kind of a baddie. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I like her.
Yeah, hold on.
Hey, hold on.
Oh my god, we have everything.
Yo!
There it is.
We got
Oh
matching
my
beanies.
God.
We got matching rings. We got matching bracelets. We got matching Lettermans and pants. Yeah.
I told you it was a good idea.
And the skirt.
I do not want to look like this.
No.
It's beautiful.
I think the skirt looks good.
All right, everyone. I need everyone to calm the fuck down, okay? Calm
Yeah,
Oh
the
no!
fuck down.
Shit.
All right.
I'm.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
that hot.
The first bottom one.
Yeah.
that-
I can't look directly at this.
Woo.
Curiosity store? Hey, yo, is this a Sink Pisser original? Let's go.
Yo.
Yes.
He looks so
Yes.
good. Dude, that is exactly how I pictured Bo.
Yes.
I'm not even kidding.
Yes.
Wow.
We
Yes.
gotta have a beach day too, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, yeah, next week, now that everything's been set and ready to go, and you've got a goblin gathering a little bit more information on Kem's whereabouts. Now that you've seen the space, now you have an opportunity to think what you guys want to do for next time. You got a whole area at your disposal to explore, so should be a fun session next time. But for now, thank you guys so much for playing, and I'll see
Thanks,
y'all
Brett.
next week.
Cool.
Thank you, Brett.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye bye.